Here are the top 10 ways a CBC award can change your life. Number 10, looks great on a resume. Number 9, viewers love trophies in the backgrounds of your videos. Number 8, you'll impress your mom. Number 7, you'll receive a 10% discount at your LCS for life. Number 6, it will make a great centerpiece on the dinner table. Number 5, with an award, bags and boards are free. Number 4, your family will finally approve of your YouTube channel. Number 3, it will be the first 10.0 gem mint you own. Number 2, it will make all other YouTube channels wish they had one. And the number one way a CBC award can change your life, it'll spice things up in the bedroom. And we are live. Evening, folks. Nick,
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's up?
I hope you don't mind. I'm eating some calzone. I started eating the Antilox.
I saw. I was just over at hanging out on Tylux's channel, and I saw you eat.
But I'm here on time, right? I didn't run late. I've been whoring myself on streams, but I'm here. I'm whoring myself out to you right now. So
there you go.
There we go.
Very good.
That's funny.
But I'm eating because I'm starving, and I'm a fat guy, and I can't go for long without eating. So I'm eating.
Got a few people hanging out with us. Trev, Matt, thanks for stopping in. I just wanted to do a stream tonight, a quick stream. We are 6 weeks in to the finalist voting, and we have 6 weeks left. So we're at the halfway point of the Comic Book Community Awards. So I figured we'd just give everybody a little bit of an update. And Comic Journey, I figure, you'll come on and rant for a little while. So
let's see if this stream influences me at all, because I will be doing a stream later on tonight with my votes.
Oh, okay.
So let's see if you guys have anything to say that would change my mind. I doubt you will, because I'm very, very strong in my thoughts. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
All right.
What is this, an all New York panel?
Yeah, right.
Right now, yeah.
So far.
Nick, how's the new place there?
It's good. It's weird. It's like 7 times the size of my other house. So it's like getting a little, it's like, it's a lot to get used to, I feel like, but it's very good. Everybody's very happy. Like it was the right move to make it. And I got to get my stuff set up. Like I have this wall behind me. I've got to get my shelf and put my CGC stuff on there. So,
nice. Yeah. The room definitely looks a lot bigger.
Yeah. Do I echo in here or no?
No, it sounds good.
Oh, good. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Look at you doing 2 streams in one day.
No, I don't know what I was thinking.
Like 10 hours apart, too. Stretching it.
Yeah, you're a fellow stream whore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do 4-hour streams in the middle of the night, but,
Well, that has to be. I need to do them in the middle of the night to give the community something they've been dying for, something that they need, something that they strive for, because nobody else will do it. I wish somebody else would do it so I could hand it over to them, but nobody's going to do it. I don't understand. Insomniacs need some pleasure.
Hey. I have a fuzzy baby, but I wanted to just come in here and wish happy belated birthday to Comic Journey.
Oh, happy late birthday, dude.
Damn you, Cole.
And he's gone.
Set me up. You didn't tell me Cole was going to be on it with his mustache.
I didn't. He just, he popped in, so he wanted to wish you well.
Why you give this
legendary mustache? I told him I shipped this out, and I still didn't.
Damn, I hope you get infested with lice in that fluffy mustache of yours. You're freaking spreading all these rumors and telling everybody that it's my birthday, and I'm getting like freaking DMs and freaking messages and comments on my videos and nonstop. It's not my freaking birthday. It's not my freaking birthday. If I had a birthday, it would be in February. It's not now. It's not now. How do you even know I was born? I thought it was hatched or born in a lab. I don't know. Regardless, but it's not my freaking birthday. Please leave me alone. I appreciate the people that have reached out to me. That reached out to me with kind words. But it's not my birthday. Please stop harassing me. Thank you.
I mean, I saw Cole's post on Instagram, and I reached out. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing your birthday.
Well, yeah. All right. That's a nice little interaction we have. Try doing that about 200 times. maybe more. I'm not joking. People that have my cell phone, they've been texting me. People that have my IG, that's what the cool kids say. And my IG, they've been IGing me or DMing me. I've had people freaking flooding my freaking videos with birthday wishes. I'm like, come on.
I know. I slipped into your DMs and wished you a happy birthday.
There you go.
Jesus, I appreciate the thoughts, but Cole, I'm gonna get him. Watch. You think I'm not gonna get him? I'm gonna get him. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. You know.
So, Journey, are you going to Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con this weekend or this week?
Absolutely will be at Comic-Con this week.
Nice.
I am scheduled to go Thursday. I am also scheduled to go Friday. Now, if work gets in the way, I might have to go only one of the 2 days. But that's what I'm scheduled to go for. And if necessary, I might go on Saturday. I don't want to go on Saturday because there's going to be a lot of people on Saturday, and I don't like people. So there's going to be way too many people on there. Now, depending on what time my son is done, he's got some activities because he's a teenager and he's too cool for school, and he's got all these things that he's doing. If he's done early on Sunday, then I'll go back on Sunday. But I'm not concerned about it. It's my first time going to Comic-Con in years. Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
There he is.
Here. Yeah, literally, it worked out perfect because I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll shorten the stream. And then only a few people showed up and they said they all had to jump off soon. So I was like, there I go. I'm right on to Brian's. It all works out. The universe finds a way sometimes,
Where'd you guys find this coal? Where did this coal come from?
So it sounds like I got to buy you cake at the Jacob Javits Center now.
Jesus. I'm going to see you there, right, Brian?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there Thursday.
All right. When you see this happen, you know who it is.
Oh, I know. I know what you look like.
Yeah, I know who it's going to be.
Cat fan is singing to you.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my hot chocolate with my Hershey mug. So I'll be right back.
Doing this. How about we just ignore all?
Did one hit 300 during your stream?
He was close. I think it was 2 away.
Yeah, let me look.
What happened?
S182 was one. He was like 5 subs away from 200 earlier today. 300.
How about everybody in this chat goes and wishes him
301.
a happy birthday?
Good stuff, man. Congrats on 300.
And gives him some extra comments and subs.
Spidey's here.
Man, Spidey, what's up?
Spidey might officially be my favorite Australian.
Really?
Yeah.
He just might be.
Okay. Simple Simon isn't here, so you better watch out.
Yeah.
Well, Simple Simon has my favorite Australian hair.
Okay. All right.
Okay. That's fair.
So before we go off the rails, Comic Book Community Awards, like I said, we are 6 weeks in, 6 weeks left to vote. Let me double check. Last I checked, we were 2 votes away from matching last year's totals. Let me see if any votes came in today. Take a peek.
Are you counting every single application as one vote or each individual vote?
No, each application. So we have 550 ballots that have been cast. Last year we had 548, so we've surpassed the total from last year. So that's a good thing, and we still got plenty of time to go. So
yeah,
you know what, you might be able to save me some trouble because I was going to test this out when I was doing the votes. If I don't like anybody as a candidate, do I have the choice of not voting on that one category?
You do. That was a change. Initially, when I initially launched the finalist voting, you had to vote for every category, but there was some feedback. Travis, TM Nerdy, and a few others reached out to me and said, hey, people would like to only not have to vote in every category. So we made that change. So you can vote, for just certain categories. I hope that you vote for everybody, every category. And that's why I added on the website, I added everybody's link So
Cool.
if you go to cbcawards.org, you can, click on and hit everybody's YouTube channel, so that if you're unfamiliar with the channel, you can check them out.
No, I'm
So,
just saying, if I just dislike everybody that's on that's nominated on that one category, I'm just saying.
yeah, no, you certainly have that option where you can skip that category.
All right, perfect. I'm not saying that's what I'll do, but I'm just saying I like to have the option.
Comic Cap, you still got a couple. We still got plenty of voting to go before we declare any winners. Comic Cap, are you heading to Comic Con, New York City Comic Con? Nick, did you figure out if you're going to go?
So our LCS has 1 ticket for Thursday and 2 for Sunday. I thought it was the weekend after. I can technically go on Thursday, so I'm very tempted to ask them if they still have the ticket and go get it tomorrow.
Okay.
You technically should come.
Yeah, I know. There's like no reason I shouldn't go. It's payday Thursday too, so that kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't take your whole paycheck to that con, dude. Oh my god.
So yeah, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm bringing a certain amount of cash with me, and that's my budget. So,
Really
but I'm only going for the one day, so that way I can just spend that and be done with it, and not have
You're
to.
going exclusive hunting, huh? I saw your video.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely pick up some of the. There's a couple of Spider-Man exclusives that I'll probably pick up.
Do you have a maximum wait time that you're willing to wait on online? Because I do. I'm not going to sit on a 3-hour, 4-hour line.
No, I'm definitely not. No, I want to maximize. I talked a little bit about this morning. I'm not looking to get anything signed or anything like that because I'm only going to be there one day, so I want to maximize. I don't want to stand, like you said, I don't want to be standing in line for 2 hours.
Well,
so I'm going to definitely be wandering around.
I'm going for Thursday and Friday or both, or either or. The reason I'm going is because I'm hoping there's going to be less people those 2 days to be able to get actually a couple books signed with, like, I don't know, I'll wait 20 minutes, 15 minutes for a signature of somebody I want, but that's it. I'm not waiting a freaking hour, 2 hours. Screw that.
Cole, if you send us money, we will definitely buy him cake.
Oh my god.
And we'll get pictures of his chin eating the cake.
Trev, that was great.
This guy's just not giving it up.
He's not giving up. This is the greatest troll I have ever seen.
We have to make it better. Cole, how old did Comic Journey turn today?
Yes, what birthday is it?
Which year?
Let's see how offensive he is with my age.
Waiting for it. Well, look, everybody's watching the chat. We were just waiting for it to drop in.
Yeah,
waiting with a bated breath.
Well, yeah, that's why I figured I'd go to the Comic Con on Thursday because I figured it wouldn't
He's
be
younger than me. Who knew?
That's the only nice thing you said.
27.
Well, I'm 27, guys.
Who knew?
What am I doing on with all you old bastards? I'm freaking 27-year-old.
I think the only person who's got you is Nick. Nick, are you older, younger than 27?
I'm 29.
Oh wow!
I said, I know. I knew he was older.
Me and you both are in the young looking club because I'm almost 40 and do not look it at all.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I'm the youth.
I'm 37.
Are you really?
I completed eating crappy period pizza. The only reason I ate it is because I was starving. Don't get it.
Yeah, where'd you get it from? Since we're all in New York.
Place in the store it's called Tufino.
All right, I know to avoid it.
They make excellent pizza though. Their pizza is off the charts good.
Joe.
Crappy calzone.
What's up, Joe? Look, I'm trying to click on the comments because I just got off my stream. I'm trying to click on the comments here in the chat, and I'm forgetting I'm not on mine.
I know Joe was supposed to be at Comic Con, but he's been stuck in Florida with the hurricane. So I don't know. Joe, let us know if you're going to make it back.
I didn't realize Cole's dyslexic.
Oh, jeez. Brian, I have a question for you about the CBC Awards.
Sure.
At this point in time, can you see the results so far or no?
I can.
You can. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right.
So do you want to wait to give me my trophy, or do you just want to go ahead and do it now? No.
Yeah, I could use the last perk that you posted about the whole thing about help in the bedroom.
All I know is I will use all my powers in the YouTube world and the social media world, in the IG world, like the cool say, the IG world, and push the whole community not to vote for Cole's mustache.
That there's a few categories that are very close. So, like I said, over 550 votes are in, and some of the categories were percentage points. First, second place. So, votes continue to vote because it will. There's some categories that some people are starting to pull ahead, but there are other categories, at least 4 or 5 categories that are very, very close, and a few votes will swing it either way.
So, Cole, when you lose, I did this to you. I did this to you.
Yeah, Comic Journey, I'm going to put it out here right now. I want you to announce the winner for the best hair, mustache.
Oh, man.
Are you sure you want that to happen?
Sure.
You pre-record.
This is going to be so much.
No, you're going to come on live and you'll announce. I will secretly mail you the ballot, and you can announce it live on the
Please God,
Oh,
make the stream where you announce the winners. Please make it on a weekend so I can be there for this. Please, so I can be there for this.
It is December 3rd is the Saturday night, December 3rd.
Be careful what you wish for, because I got some words. I got
words.
These candidates. I feel that I have been slighted. I feel like I've been slighted by the community, as far as my hands are concerned. But it's not their fault. It's not
your hands. Your hands went away for a little while. So
no. The reason my hands could go away for 5 years and people will remember them because they're glorious. The reason I have gotten slighted and I did not get nominated and I'm not going to win this award is because of you. You, Mr. Brian Ellis, you and your little Illuminati, occulty people. Oh, now he hides. He jumps off and he hides. Oh, there he goes. He's back. It's because you and your little Illuminati, you conspired to lump mustaches and hair and hands all in the same category. Because I could assure you, if it was hands alone, hands across the YouTube, hands alone, I would have been in there. I got a beer too. I'm not showing it to you because why? It's all about the hands. I soaked in them. Palmolive. I soaked in them. But anyway, I should have been the front runner. Anything other than me would have been a colossal failure and a tremendous upset. And because of you and your Illuminati, the YouTube community does not get the opportunity to hand me an award and praise me and give me the praises that they know they want to give me. And I'm very, very concerned about this coup against me. I'm very, very concerned about it. I'm just saying, no hard feelings.
Brian, you couldn't pay for advertising like this.
I'm not as dumb as I look. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. That's why he has me on. Because you know what happens? You know what happens when you have Journey on your channel? You all know exactly what happens.
People unsub.
Yes, the ratings go through the roof. Who has the number one 411 on your channel? Who has the number one 411 on your channel?
I can take a look.
Oh yeah, you can take a good look, and I'll tell you who is number one. It's the Journey. And by the way, I have the longest 411 on your channel.
You do.
And I have the longest 411 on your channel, and I still have the least drop-off rate. Why? Because people are engaged. The world wants to know what I have to say. That's the
And
problem.
Brian, just so you guys know, if you've not seen that stream, you need to, because not only is the rant's incredible, but Brian's facial expressions are 100% gold. They're just like, oh wow, okay, he went there, all right.
Did you guys see when Tyler went on Rob's Fat Stacks when he did Slab Hub with all the Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah, Rob had the best reactions.
He was looking down, and then all of a sudden his eyes just went. And he even said on Legion of Comics Friday chat, he said for a split second, I thought about ending the stream. And I was like, oh no, that would have made it much worse. That would have made it so much worse if he was like, I knew
That
it.
was so
He was like,
funny.
I figured that out as soon as the thought crossed my mind. That was probably the worst thing I could have ever done. But yeah, that look of him just like looking down, doing something, and all of a sudden he looks up. And I was just like, oh, that's gold. That is gold.
Yeah, I really thought Rob was going to bail on that show at one point.
Yeah, it was so. I thought it was so cool. I mean, I've never seen like Pokemon cards like that, and I was just like, this is.
I think Rob might be the only person that hates Pokemon worse than I do.
And it was so great because Tyler said you never specified what kind of slabs, and I was like, the man does have a point.
Yeah,
he is right. Yeah. And that's what you get for having freaking degenerates come on as your guest. That's what happens.
What's up, Roscoe?
So Journey, it definitely does look like you have the most views of the 411, but you do.
I told you
have one dislike on that video. Not
it's
the
Brian.
Other ones,
Brian disliked it.
Roscoe,
likes and dislikes don't mean anything. You know,
I know.
You know that. It's all about the views. It's all about retention. I guarantee you, go into your little YouTube studio algorithm thing. Who has the highest retention rate? This guy.
I literally went on one day and I had to get TM Nerdy to even tell me how to look up my likes and dislikes to even know how many dislikes I had. And the one video that I had the most dislikes on was literally a video that was completely positive. It wasn't even like, it wasn't a thing where I was like downing on something or saying I didn't like something or something. It was a completely positive video and it had 7 dislikes. And I was like, okay, well, now I know these things don't mean anything because I've said way worse than that. And,
well, I'll tell you something. I get the most likes on the videos that I'm being the most negative about topics. It makes no sense to me. I had a video that I was begging people to dislike it, and I got more freaking likes. It makes no sense. There's something mentally defective about a lot of YouTube people in the community. I don't understand you people. I don't understand.
So you got to just do the reverse psychology. Have them tell them to like it, and they'll dislike.
It's like freaking women. I don't understand women, and I don't understand YouTube viewers. I don't get it. Oh, there's my favorite plush animal. Roscoe's in the chat.
Yes, Roscoe's here.
I am in the process right now. I have order into China of making the first sample of a Roscoe stuffed animal. I think it will be the next big thing. It'll be bigger than Care Bears. It'll be bigger than furries and whatever other animals that you have that have become big hits.
Oh, Beanie Babies.
Yeah, Beanie Babies.
Remember those things? Oh my God!
The Roscoe Bear. We're gonna do the Roscoe Bear. Look at that fluffy beard of his. He's such a cute human being.
Wait. Are you gonna make a bunch of these or just one?
Well, we need a prototype first, don't we?
Oh well, yeah, dude, you were
tickle me, Roscoe. Is that?
Oh my God, Roscoe.
Well, now you want to add added features on it. We're talking about China right now. I don't know how what they're gonna do for us. So let's see what we can do. But it should be interesting. Well, I can make that. Oh, look at this! I got somebody willing to get on the Roscoe train. K-pop. Oh, yeah. We have to talk. We have to talk about that. We need to make that first prototype of the Roscoe Bear or Roscoe Baby or whatever we're going to call it.
I have told Roscoe before that he needs to do the Spreadshirt merch shop because people would buy Roscoe merch all day long.
You could do Roscoe all you want merch, whatever the case is. He could do T-shirts, keychains, whatever the hell he wants. Nothing's gonna sell like the like a stuffed animal that looks just like him.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you,
What's
the
his
people
cut?
that-
How much does Roscoe get?
What's that?
I mean, what's Roscoe's cut? How much does
Oh,
he
I
get?
already negotiated the rights. I have the rights for him. I bought him out. He doesn't get a dime out of this. It's all going to come to proceeds to Journey. You know, I did a handshake deal with him. That's it. He gave me the rights, and he gets to say that, hey, that was me. And that's it. No money for you, Roscoe. Don't get any ideas. Thanks a lot, Brian. Thanks a lot, Brian. Look what you did. Look what you
Stuffed
did.
animal talks getting people crazy in the chat
Look
here.
at this, yeah.
Yeah, it's my pet
My
Roscoe.
pet Roscoe. Roscoe's Rascals. Oh,
Or Pet My Roscoe.
right there.
Can we start a hashtag?
Can we do like a Chia Roscoe where the hair
Oh
grows?
yeah, you got to do the beard
Can we
one.
start a hashtag?
Oh, yeah.
My pet Roscoe? Huh? Can we start this through the community? Huh? I think we, you know, I haven't
I
had.
mean, if you put up a Kickstarter, I mean, I'm sure you'll get some donations.
So yeah, somebody will jump in there.
I'm gonna do a GoFundMe. How about that?
Oh,
I'm gonna do a GoFundMe.
Hit them in the hearts.
You know, we're gonna do my
Right
pet
where it
Roscoe
matters.
GoFundMe. How about that? You know, I haven't. You know, it's been a while. I'm very cautious with my hashtags. I don't like just putting hashtags out because I know anything that I put out there as a hashtag, it catches fire all over the place. You know, look at what happened to Look at Me movement. Everybody's into it. Everybody. Before that, there was no Look at Me. It was once I entered the mix and said Look at Me, everybody started using it. There's all the cool kids started saying hashtag Look at Me. Anyway, and now I think the next wave is My Pet Roscoe. I think we're going to do a hashtag My Pet Roscoe, and we're going to start a movement. A movement. It's going to be bigger than the Grow Together movement. I'll tell you that much. We are going to be. We're going to be. This is it's gold, Jerry. I think we got ourselves a great idea.
oh my god. Kyle, you're killing me.
I like it.
Dude, my pet Roscoe. Telling you. Roscoe, you are the community's cuddly teddy bear. I mean, it's perfect.
Look at that face. He's such a cute human being. He's like, you know. I want his fluffy beard. I want to just like do that, like this fluffy beard.
K-pop just ruined it.
Yep. Just saying.
Now you're a butt puppet, Roscoe.
Oh,
So we got a lot of hashtags today. We got My Pet Roscoe. We got My Period Pizza. We got all kinds of. We got my hashtag Stream Horror. Oh, this is just a great channel. So, Mr. Brian LCS, but since we're talking here and you're supposed to be the host, so direct us. Tell us to shut up and start answering questions. Give us some questions.
This is great. This way I don't even have to talk. I can sit here and smile.
How many people do we have in the chat right now?
We have a total of 10.
10. How many likes do we have on this video at this moment?
Let me check. I was sending
I actually just looked. I think it was 18.
18. Yeah.
All right, so we're accumulating. We're accumulating. We have our 10. We're double-digit retention.
Oh,
Okay,
no, I'm sorry.
we're
There's 17.
all right. So we're there. We're kind of going there. So this is what I need everybody to do is to prove my point. Just prove my point that I bring ratings. I need everybody in the chat to put a little smiley face and a thumbs up, and then do it all one after the other, and then that will bring in more people because the algorithm, when they see smiley faces, they come in. The googly eyes say, "Oh, why is everybody smiling? Oh, because it's a great program. Why? Because Journey's on there. They're gonna start smiling and bringing people in there. So smile, please. Smile. Put a little smiley face. And if you want to put stream hashtag Stream Horror in there, you'd be my guest. But put the smiley face in there. I guarantee you that will bring more and more people in there. So Mr. Brian LCS. Well, do you want me to dictate the conversation? Please.
Yeah, like I said, my main goal tonight was really just kind of update everybody. We talked a little bit about how many votes have come in, that there's 6 weeks left. All of the videos that. So if you do your video tonight where you do a live voting and kind of review those videos have really helped. Anytime anybody drops one of those videos, we definitely see a spike. I see a spike in votes coming in, so that's always a good thing. So I do appreciate that.
I could assure you people will watch it. People love watching a train wreck. People love it.
Yes, this is true. And I'm hoping that the Comic Book Community Awards will not be a train wreck and people will still watch.
I'm not talking about your awards. I'm talking about the stream I'm going to have. I assure you, they're going to be watching it. It might be positive, it might be negative for your CBC Awards. I'm not sure, but I could assure you that people are going to be glued to the screen and they say, "What the hell is wrong with this guy? Why is he voting for this person?" Or I agree to it, but I'm never going to tell anybody.
Actually, mine wasn't that bad. I did see there was quite a few comments that I got in my live chat saying, "You're so brave for doing this," and I was like, "I don't see why," because I mean, it shouldn't hurt anyone's feelings. Like,
by the way, who was the first person? Who was the first person going all the way to last year showing his votes live?
I think it was Cole.
Was it Cole?
Not Cole and his mustache.
Yeah, I don't think you had a mustache when you did it.
While everybody cowered and like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and I don't want to. Remember, we were talking all about the butt hurting last year. That was the big topic, the hashtag butt hurt. When we were talking about the butt hurting, who came on and said, "You know what? I'm gonna be a leader. I'm gonna be a leader to the community."
Oh my God! So yeah, it's official. It's got to happen. TM Nerdy just posted this on Instagram. Hashtag my pet Roscoe.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! It is official. It is happening.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yes, my friends. Yes, my friends. See, now
I can't share stuff.
that's a good thing to get behind. Not a stupid fictitious happy birthday freaking scam. Not like that. My pet Roscoe. That's something we all could get behind. Oh, so I lost my thought. Thank you very much, Tylox. So here's the thing. I went on and I led everybody. I led everybody in the community. I told everybody, get on my back. Get on my back. And you can follow me. You can follow me and I can guide you and show you the way. And we could vote and you don't have to feel bad about anybody or hurting anybody's feelings. Even though they did, they got their feelings hurt. It doesn't matter because the truth is better than hiding in a closet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, what do you think, Kool-Aid? Are we on the right path? Oh yeah.
How many people do you get in those middle of the night streams? You get a big audience hanging out with you?
I've gotten 50, 60 people in the past.
Wow.
So routinely
yes. Pretty close to it, I think.
I could get 10, 20 people regularly, without a problem. There's a lot of freaking people that have problems sleeping. That like they're sick.
Right.
There's a lot of people.
You pull in some of the international crowd, right?
I'm there giving people therapy. They need it. They need it. But trust me, there's a lot of freaking people that can't sleep. They're mental patients. They have problems, and all they want to hear is somebody with a golden voice like mine. They want to hear a golden voice soothe them and put them in a better state of mind, and put them in a tranquil thought pattern. That's my job. That's what I do for other people. I'm here. I'm the savior of all you mentally broken down, insomniac people at nighttime. I'm here to help you, and give you a place. And plus, I also give a platform for people to come in and say their nonsense. I think I have the only platform out there that I give an open forum. I encourage people to debate. I encourage people to voice their grievances to each other. And then I just sit there and laugh. I let them fight. I let them fight, and take their eyes out like a cat fight. I still need a female. I still need some females to come on there. I only get males. Unless I dress up Tylox. He's got long hair. Unless I dress up Tylox as a woman, I don't have any. I don't have any females to come on. So I need some females. So that's. I'm trying to be progressive. I don't want to be a sexist.
I'm kind of debating on whether to buy a dress now.
I thought that the whole point of today's show was not just an update. I thought we were going to discuss all the positives and flaws about the CBC Awards. I thought that's what we were going to do. I thought you were going to give me an open reign platform to give you a list of things that I think you need to add and apply to next year's awards.
I have one thing that needs to be added next year. I think you have to put yourself in there, in all honesty. I think it's totally fair between the 411 and Breakfast with
Oh
Brian.
yeah, no, I mean,
I'm just saying.
if I were to get nominated, I would
there this
certainly.
year.
I completely disagree, guys, and I'm sorry for being. I completely. I don't mean this in any malicious way towards Brian, because I think what he's doing is a really good thing as far as the community. I disagree though that he should be on the any nomination, even if he does get nomination, he should not. He should exclude himself from there, because he is the grandmaster, so to speak, and because there's a lot of people that are, let's call them suspicious and conspiracy theory people. No, I'm being honest with you.
No, I
see
agree.
what you're saying, but I think because we're the voters. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it just
What-
makes sense.
what I
And by
said-
next year, you're going to be at 1,000 subs. Like, I don't know, like you'll be in the next category that's smaller.
This is what I strongly suggest, that he reframes as long as he's the one handling or whoever in the future, because you never know. Brian may hand it off to somebody else, or maybe somebody else that is the face of it or the host of it. Somewhere down the line, if that happens, then so be it. However, I believe he should take himself out of the mix, and us as a community, as a community, you're listening to all you freaking rejects out there that don't like doing things for people. As a community, we should all get together and do something nice for Brian. And as a community, we give him our own award in another way. I don't think he should be in a CBC award. He should get something from us as a community as a whole that's not voted
I'm also
for.
not against that.
I did. I won the toilet bowl award last year for
but
Chip.
it's in the plunger. So, we want to get you something that's complete. So, I think personally, that is my. See, that's a great award. See, that is something that is honorable, and I think it's the right thing. Listen, I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. All joking aside, I think Brian, including himself, is just setting himself up for a lot of freaking aggravation. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but ultimately, I'm counting votes, right? I'm a bean counter, so it's all based on votes from within the community. I'm just organizing it. So
Yeah, but you're the creator. You're the grandmaster. You get what I'm saying? You're the guy. You know what I'm saying? You're the face.
yeah, no, I understand, and I have considered that, and I have certainly I think twice about comments that I might leave, or I need to make sure that I'm not playing favorites with anybody, because I like you said, I'm the face of the award, so I want to be fair and don't want anybody to think any shenanigans is going on. So
I could honestly say this without any reservations and no joking aside. I probably wouldn't give you a hard time about it if you included yourself in the award. I probably wouldn't do it. I say probably because you never know. You might strike my nerve with another bad top category, and then you get me on my bad side. But no, all joking aside, I probably won't give you a hard time. However, I know for a fact you will get a shitstorm like you never saw before if you include yourself in there. And the truth is,
I'm in there. I'm in there this year. I'm part of the comic. I was nominated as Comic Book Community Builder Award.
I know I saw that, but I can tell you right now, I'm not voting for you.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And I don't say it because you're not. I don't think you deserve it, because I think you do deserve it. You actually have a lot of merit as a community builder. I'm just, I just think that you winning that would be a problem for you.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
I'm just saying that. So I'd rather give my vote to somebody that won't get that kind of shitstorm that hits them. And the truth be said, every year that passes, the better the award ceremonies are, the better this whole project is. That's the award that you get in itself, because you're putting together something that's amazing and it's awesome. And like I said, I strongly believe that as a community, we should all get together and do something correct for you. Maybe a bigger toilet bowl, maybe one that's made out of porcelain. I don't know. But
well, I appreciate that, but that's not needed. I mean, I'm not. All I ask is,
I'm really saying in all honesty, I just think that that's the plan. And again, I like you a lot, and I'm just trying to have you avoid a lot of aggravation because I'm telling you, I promised myself. I think I told you this, and I told other people this in the past. I will be doing a Journey Awards at the end of the year as well. After you're done, okay, and I will be handpicking everybody that I deem worthy. I will not put it up to the vote. There will be no panel. There will be none of that crap. All I'm going to say, I'm going to make categories, and I'm going to self-pick every single person that I think is like. If you look weird, you get the weirdest look award. If you have the biggest ears on YouTube, you got the biggest ears on YouTube award. All the people that have been neglected and don't have a category, I'm going to make a point of adding and including, because I'm all about including people. We don't want to exclude people. This is not an environment. This is 2022. We want to include everybody. I want to make sure everybody that deserves to get an award are going to get an award. It might not be a nice award. It might not be a fancy award. It might be an award that I doodle on a piece of toilet paper, but it's going to be an award.
Oh my God, K-pop!
And they will have that honor of being selected, hand selected by me, and I will be willing to take all the criticism and all the slings and arrows and everybody attacking me for not choosing them for that award. I will be willing to, because I'm that kind of guy. But I don't want you to have to go through that heartache. So I'm just telling you, you don't want to go through that. But I do strongly believe that you should add a handful of awards next year that are really important. That I'm not sure why they were missed, why the Illuminati did not want to include them. But there's some really stuff like best voice. Why is there not a best voice?
Yeah, no, we're definitely kicking around a bunch of different ideas. Best community artist is one, and I think every year the award categories will change. As the community kind of goes, and there may be awards that we remove and we add different ones. But I mean, we're at 22 categories right now. I think 25 is probably the max that we could ever really go.
Nice even number.
So what was it last year? It was like 13 or 14 last year. Right?
It was 11. Yeah, so we doubled them this year.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel that adding the tiers made that much of a difference for you as far as the people being happy about having tiers? Because I'll tell you something. The feeling I get once you get to a certain number of subs and over, I think you have a lot of people mentally checking out on them.
Yeah, no, I think it's true, but I think the tiers definitely help, so you don't have big channels up against little channels. Some of the categories. So let's look at.
It's not a fair fight in a lot of cases. It's
agreed.
But you know what? Life is not fair.
Nope. Yeah, but it's the same thing as like if you were voting on TV shows. Like, I love the show Friends. I will say it's the best TV show ever. And I've never watched Seinfeld. I want to watch Seinfeld, but it's the same concept. Like, if you like watching. Like Two Brothers Comics tonight, or this.
Yeah,
or anything
here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm going to make a point of this during the stream later. If you really want to be like, if we're going to be calling it a popularity contest, let's call it a popularity contest. If you're going to be thoughtfully sitting down and picking out people's choices and like picking out categories of one against, you should at the very least have watched one or two videos from each channel.
Of course,
to at least gauge. I guarantee you, there's people that haven't watched half the videos.
And that was the idea this year too, was to try to, that's why. So like I said, on the website, right? Every YouTube channel is linked. So if you're unfamiliar, you can go check them out and maybe hopefully sub them up if you're not subbed. But also, check them out. And that was my hope that everybody, and obviously, right, 22 categories. 5 channels per category, 5 channels per category. That that's 100 and over 100 channels. So if you're not familiar with these channels, it could take you. There's some work involved. So
yeah,
but you know what? It's enjoyable work. I'm not telling you to go watch the entire video library of something that irks me to this day, and I told you this irks the hell out of me. is the fact that Comic Tom is in the restoration category. Irks the hell out of me.
Well, so he doesn't.
I know he does some restoration. Okay, I know he does some, but you know what? That's not the model of his channel. That's not the theme of his channel. Yes, it's like me saying that I spec. Do I sometimes talk about speculation comics and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But is my channel a speculation channel?
Well, the problem. I'll give you the
explanation
explanation why Tom made it, because Comic Tom does have some restoration stuff on his channel. He doesn't do it, but he brings in somebody who does it.
Understood.
The other nominated channels were not the ones that did not become finalists. There were a number that had not even that on their channel. So people nominated channels that really didn't fit the category.
Well, that's the problem. People are morons. They don't know how to freaking vote.
Well, I'm not going to call people morons or call them out, because I'm trying to get them to embrace the awards. So I try not to call people names.
Don't worry about it, Brian. That's why you have me. Come on, tell everybody the truth. The reason you really have me on here is so I could say everything that you want to say, but you don't want to. You're not going to say it to butthurt anybody. So you bring on Journey, and they're like, "Well, it's not me. Look, it's this guy. It's this guy. He's the one."
Everybody wants to hear from Tylox tonight. Everybody's
sorry. Clemson is playing NC State tonight, so I'm watching it on. Score is 10-6, NC State. But Clemson's kicker just kicked like a 50-something yard field goal.
Oh wow!
Yeah, for a college kid, that's really good.
Yeah, it sucks that those guys don't make it to the pros.
I'm gonna send Empire a direct message once Journey is done.
If Tylox got voted in to the restoration, the person that put his vote in would be absolute moron. That's just all I'm saying. Do you restore things, Tylox?
I've never restored it. I don't even press.
Did you ever attempt to restore anything?
I think one time.
You qualify. There you go.
I think one time I had a book that was wavy, and I tried to fix it, so I stacked a whole bunch of books on top of it, like a whole bunch of actual books on top of it, and I left it there for like a week, and it did not work.
So you pressed the book.
Failed experiment.
I think that there's a lot of nice things that you did with this version. The under 100, I thought was a very, very nice touch. Very, very nice touch, because you got a lot of these newer people and some of these freaking. How many? What was he right over there? Please do Brian. Who's going to do Brian?
No, I said I'm going to send him a message once you're done.
Oh, I thought he wanted me to do you. I'm like, I don't go that way, but okay, but
yes. They scored a touchdown. Sorry.
But you get what I'm saying, though. That irks the shit out of me.
Well, yeah. I mean, in that category, the pressing and cleaning category specifically, last year had a number of channels that don't show it on their YouTube channel, but they do press and clean for the community. So that's how they get nominated.
Yeah.
That category last year, I might have taken more personal offense than Jerry did on that on that category, because it just pissed me off like nothing else. There are some legitimate, really legitimate restoration and pressers that are out there that do it, and you can see it. There are some legitimate, but none of them are getting nominated.
Yeah, no, that category. We changed the heading to be very specific to say that the channel has to show videos of restoration, pressing, cleaning, and so
there you go. You should have nominated Sleepyn Comics. There you go, Sleepyn Comics. He presses and cleans.
Do you? I didn't know he pressed and cleaned.
Screw the NFTs. Yeah,
I think he presses NFTs.
Yeah, he's not an NFT channel. He's a pressing channel. You get what I'm saying? It's just that, the people's channels, maybe a good category would be best variety channel, almost like a variety show. You know how they used to have the variety shows in the past? There are plenty of those out where you have a big bag of stuff that they do everything. They do everything mediocre, or sometimes they suck at everything, but they do everything. You know what I'm saying? So you have some of those people that do that. Maybe that
Well, you know who's going to win that, don't you? It's going to be your favorite channel, Whack Comics.
No, Whack Comics should not be winning anything. Whack Comics should be winning 2 tickets straight to the mental institution.
We could do best Tootsies.
Yes.
I was saying the best part is Tyler and Lee would both hear this and be like, "We agree. We totally agree."
Yeah.
They need a one-way ticket. That should be the prize for them. Maybe it should be labeled the best mental defective award. I don't know. You know, it could be. You know, we could play around with the name of it. Degenerate award. Best.
Well, I mean, and that's going to be one of the goals. That's going to be one of the goals for next year's awards. Is so one of the biggest categories, I think, or one of the most, the fun category was the hair, mustache, beard, hands category. So, can we take that category and duplicate the buzz around that category with other categories? Right?
Yeah, you put a mental defective award. Right? I guarantee you. There's plenty of mental defectives on the YouTube. I could promise you that. You know, there's a lot of this. You could easily pick out a few awards that are gimmick awards, that are fun awards, right? That people really get into. You know, that like really get into.
Yeah.
So, the 2 categories that we added this year, based on the committee vote and committee's recommendation, was omnibus and statues. I'm not really an omnibus fan, but I recognize there's a chunk of the community that does omnibuses and shows them, reviews them, and likes them. So that was a category added. Same thing with statues. I'm not a statue collector. I like seeing some of the statues. Yep. I've seen some great, Miles Morales, Spider-Man statues, but I'm not, if somebody's putting up videos about statue unboxing, that's really not something that I typically watch. But again, it's part of the community, and there's a number of channels that do that. So that's an example of why those categories were added. But I could see maybe a category like one of those categories maybe drops off next year and we replace it with something else.
I could see that. I mean, you could add an obnoxiously awesome award, and that would really get a lot of people. Like my vote would go to Tyler Winder because he is the most obnoxiously awesome channel runner out there. He's got a way about him. Every time I watch him, I am engaged. I need to stay on there. His faces are priceless that he makes on there. His obnoxious comments are like, and you got plenty of people like that could get that award. And I guarantee you that will stir a little bit of buzz. It might hurt some feelings, but
And so Sleepyn says best basement dweller, right? But that was one of the things we considered, like maybe somebody who has the best setup, not so much, the setup.
I thought it meant like the best loser. Like, that's what I would consider a basement dweller. Like, they live in their mom's basement.
Matter of fact, I was even thinking about that today. I was even like, I was sitting there looking on Walmart.com, and I was like, did they sell J Channel at Walmart, or do I have to go to a? Because I was like, I'm gonna get some J Channel and put up some like more books over here.
What's a J Channel?
It's the stuff you use to put like siding up on your house, or like underpinning.
Like the little bracket things.
Yeah, a little bracket thing, and you just kind of like tack them into the wall. Screw them in however you want to put them in, and that's how I know. Slim does his books. That's where.
You are a community member that I would not call a loser. Why? And I'll tell you what. You are a evil genius. That's what I would call you. What you've done as far as NFTs, what are NFTs? What you've done with NFTs, and what you've done with your channel, how you've got your occulty of people following you and buying NFTs, myself included. Buying these little Mickey Mouse things that are worthless, but supposedly they're worth something now, and we all believe they're going to make quadrillions of dollars. I give you all the credit for that, and you did something that nobody else in the community. I don't say it in jest. I don't say it I'm not joking around. You did something that I give you a lot of credit for. and you get commented. You are, my friend, are not a basement loser, you know. But if you like, I could start naming some people on there of who I think is a loser.
I am. Ask any of my exes. I'm the best cuddler, and I don't even got to be chunky. Like,
No, you're right on Sleeping's comic on Sleeping Comics channel. I think I discovered him when his channel maybe had 600-700 subs. I think I blinked and he was at like 2,000.
Wow.
I was sitting there watching him showing off, like I don't know what he was showing off. Hulk 181. He had like 400 or 500 people on his channel. I'm like, oh, this guy's got an interesting take, whatever the case is. All of a sudden, boom! I'm the freaking financial guru of NFTs, and he's like kicking it left and right and making all these predictions, and people are following him, making quadrillions of dollars, and he's showing off his freaking Walt Disney things and this and that, and you know, he's great. I'm not joking. I'm really like I say this without any jest. I give him 100% credit on what he did. I think.
He pivoted his channel and.
What was it? He was doing them for a while, and it was, just like, the 400, 500, however many subscribers he had. And then all of a sudden, a really big NFT channel saw his channel and started watching a couple of his videos, and he brought him on into a live they were doing, and overnight, thousands.
Wow.
Gangbusters. I'm telling you, he's an evil genius. This guy, I mean, there should be a category. Listen, I think there should be a category where it's the best branch out award or something like that, where you're a comic community member that actually pulls in other interests in there. Other than that, it could be one of those card guys that are in there. It could be one of the NFT guys like Sleepyn or something like that, where like you're expanding the universe and you're bringing people into this universe that they would normally not be into. Because I can guarantee you, more than half his channel followers, they're not comic guys.
Oh no, they're more on the NFT side. Yeah,
it was really funny because there was a bunch of us in a live stream he was doing one day, and he said something about, what was it? It was the first. He said it was the first appearance of somebody, and every one of us was like, "That's not the first appearance of that character," and he was like, "In NFTs, it is," and like because we were like, "No, that's whatever book it was." And then everybody in the chat who was all NFT people were like, what book is that? Like, we didn't even see that drop. We didn't even is that available? Like, what happened? And it was just this big kerfuffle in the chat of like, wait, we're all confused now.
Yeah, another guy calls me Jackie Mason.
And that was a category too. We had considered maybe an NFT category, best NFT channel. So that might be something that next year gets added as more channels, start to cover
win that by a landslide.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's gonna, that he's getting my vote. I already tell you now. That's
and the other thing is, what's that one award? What are you calling it? The Legacy Award one. What are you calling it? Right?
Lifetime.
The one that's like the most accomplished award over years. What's the
lifetime? It's a lifetime achievement.
Lifetime. I feel that there's a lot of really, really big channels out there that people are not voting on those channels for the sheer reason that they're so big and they're picking they're friends or they're ones that they watch all the time. Picking the Comic Toms and the Buellers and the Reggie Collects, which are big. They're big. Don't get me wrong.
They're big, right?
They're big. But there's some other ones that are very significant to the community that people are dismissing just because we don't have that personal connection. But I guarantee you, most of the community watches like Comistorian or Comic Explained or other ones that are like huge.
Well, but I think the lifetime award this year has a pretty good mix, right? You have some of the bigger subscriber channels. I mean, Comics with Bueller, obviously, and Comics with Bueller. Travis jumps in a bunch of people's chats. Small channels, big channels.
He's a good guy.
He's a man of the people. So I like that he's there. And you have, Sleepy Reader.
Wait, didn't he win it last year?
Reggie won it last year.
What did Bueller win last year? He won one last year, didn't he?
It was best show.
Best channel.
Best channel.
And I have made the comment a few times that that the only reason, well, it's not that I said that it was like wrong or anything like that, but I have made the comment a few times that some of the channels, like with Comic Tom, and I'm not hating on Comic Tom, not hating on him. He's got a good channel. I need to actually start watching it. I keep saying I'm going to start watching it, and I never do. But like
he's an entertainer.
He's got a decent collection. He's got a great collection, and he's been collecting books for a while. Yes, but I've said that there are tons of channels that have been around for years. These guys have been collecting longer than Tom's been alive, and those are the channels I go to when I'm nominating. Like this year, I nominated Captain Strangelove. Last year, I nominated Captain Strangelove because Hans has been collecting comics. He's literally been doing the thing where when you have a pull list, he would go in and get one of every book that came out that week, every week. And then at the same time, he's always buying back issues. Like if you find his video where he shows his keys, he's got like 4 whole coins. And he's got like, like 2 AF-15s and stuff like that. And it's just ridiculous because he's been doing this so long. He was buying those books when they were nothing, like when people were paying nothing for them. Like he's been doing it for so long.
Well, how entertaining is he? Because I've never watched any of his videos.
He's got 1,000 subs, and he's been on YouTube for probably about 12 years.
Well, again, that being said, because he's got 1,000 subs and 12 years of experience, how entertaining is he?
He's a pretty entertaining guy.
Because that's what matters.
He's a pretty entertaining guy. I think he's funny, but he's also very older, so sometimes he would probably say stuff that would rub people the wrong way. So that probably has a lot to do with his sub count.
Why he hasn't connected with a lot of people.
So there's that. But like I said, he has been collecting for forever. There's a bunch of channels that I know that are like that. But that at the same time, that's nobody's fault because people just don't know. I mean, there's so many channels.
Yep.
That how are you gonna know? How are you ever gonna know? Like, and hopefully word of mouth, maybe that'll work out. But like, so I mean, that was the big drawback I had with that category as far as stuff like that. Not to take away from anybody that's in that category. They've definitely put in work. They definitely have collections. They definitely are serious about their collections. I'm assuming, or they wouldn't be doing this. So yeah, and I mean but it was I was the same way when it came to that award. But
it's funny you said that though. Like as far as the way people look at these awards and everything. I mean, I'm getting the sense that it really is more and more of a popularity contest more than a merit contest. Because from the people that are nominated, I could tell you something. There's very few people that are dedicated enough to freaking move out of their house, go into a freaking bus, make it into like a rolling house, and drive the country from shop to shop.
Yep. And I think there's a legacy of that. I do like the stipulation along with this award that it's a lifetime achievement award. So once you win it, your name's out of the hat next year. Even if everybody votes you in for nominations, you can't go in.
Right. Well, and you look at this year's category, I think your lifetime achievement, we've got Sleepy Reader, right? So Sleepy Reader's been around for a very long time. And the same thing with Metarog, right?
Yeah. And see, that's when I think lifetime achievement award, nobody takes it. I think old guys. I think guys who've been doing this for longer than I've even known that, like, you can collect comics.
But this was a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And there was a community for this.
Literally, the first time I ever seen a Captain Strangelove video, he literally has a room that's his basement in his house that is just stuff is everywhere, and it's records, statues, comics, advertisements, old advertisements, like like flyers and stuff like that he found somewhere in a yard sale, and he saved it all these years. And stuff like that. And I was just like, that's what I want my house to look like. I want to be that insane.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be that crazy old guy who everybody's just like, he's just this guy who, lives by himself and nobody really knows a lot of things about him. And then all of a sudden it's just like, it's just like, massive yard. I get older and it's like, all right, massive yard sale. Like, and it's just like, they're like, whoa, he had all this crap in his house. Nobody knew. Like, and that was like a life goal for me. So to any woman who wants to date me in the future, yeah, that's the house. You're going to be turning sideways to go down hallways just because there's comic books and statues and stuff everywhere.
Brian, you mentioned Metarog, and this is what I think of Roger every time I think of him as a channel. Community builder more than like channel of the year. Or
it's true. It's true. Yeah,
I look at him more of a, like, as far as again, I'm probably the minority in this. I look at it as a collective, as far as production value, entertainment, retention, something that engages with me. I find him to be a builder and a very engaging builder, but I don't consider him to be channel of the year with his production value and everything that's
okay.
So that's
he's like, okay, I'll remember that.
No, I mean, I understand that. I think
it's just not honest. It's just an honest thing, and it's no offense to Roger because I love what he does. And as far as a builder or something along those lines, I would give him my vote without a hesitation. But as far as lifetime, one, I think he needs a few more years, and two, I think if he builds it up in a different way going down the line, I think it may be a lot easier for me to build that as a lifetime achievement. And I also think personally, a certain level of subs is important to be able to gain that award. I think 10,000 minimum as far as subs, or 20,000. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think because some of the guys who've been at it for a very long time don't really have those sub numbers because that's never really been their goal, right?
Never been their goal.
But that's a lot of that engage you and keep it organically entertaining. Over time, accumulate those awards, those subs.
What about comics with Bueller? Like, I wouldn't consider him one of the. He doesn't make videos edited like Gem Mint, but Bueller is like, he's a guy I think you could hang out with. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I mean,
he
if I approach
Bueller,
I think he's going to be at Comic-Con, so I'm hoping going to
I think it's called First Book Down.
If I ever had a chance to
he's not going to be there.
Comic Tom or Jim Mint, I would introduce myself, tell them, I'm also on YouTube. I also have a channel. They would immediately just be like, okay, that's nice. But in the back of their minds, I feel like they would be like,
no, Tom's engaging. I've had conversations with Tom.
But with Bueller, it's different because Bueller, I've literally hit him up and been like, hey, when you're in the area, this area, let me know and I will show you all the shops and we'll go hang out. And he was like, all right, man, yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. He was like, it's good to have somebody local to show me around.
So let me point this out with Bueller. You said he's a man of the people, which he is. He jumps into chats, which he does. And I think that's a very admirable thing to. However, as far as production value, he might not have the most polished finishes on his channels like Gem Mint or a Comic Tom might have, or a Reggie Collects might have. However, he has something that those others don't, and that's a freaking bus.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta weigh it out a little bit too.
Oh yeah, no, but just totally. I think it's two different approaches, right? Gem,
that's
for me personally, Gem Mint is a little bit more polished. Bueller is not, but if I had to choose between two videos to watch, I personally will watch Bueller.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
That's a preference thing, and that's
I
part
think
of it.
Bueller entertains me a lot more. I miss Sam. As far as Bueller's concerned.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a very big part of his channel. But at the same time, he's got a different approach. But it's rough but polished simultaneously. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. But
he's not like
Sleepyn made a comment that Bueller was driving home, so he actually drove home. He posted up on Instagram today. He drove from New York back home in 3 days, and he's actually going to be flying back out to Comic-Con
so he is coming
New York
back.
Comic-Con.
I thought he was not going to make it.
No, he posted on Instagram, like I said this morning, saying he's going to actually fly back and hang, for the 4 days.
He's getting beat up over there. Again, that's a financial commitment that he did. I hope to hell that he made enough from the sponsors and from the YouTube crap, which I don't think that's the case.
He actually said in one of his videos recently that so he had reached out to Whatnot to maybe ask them for help because they were a sponsor, and they kind of have been blowing him off. So they're really
they didn't help him out, which was a mistake. Honestly, Whatnot should have done something right by him, considering he is a big community member. Yeah, I could understand if I go up to them and say, listen, you better do this for me because I'm Comic Journey. They're not going to do that for me. But, for a guy like that, I think it's a mistake from a PR aspect, not to give him a lending hand, even if it's just a gesture.
No, I agree. I mean, he's visited in the time that he's been traveling. How many comic shops has he visited?
Oh man!
Oh, he was like a freaking whirlwind.
Yeah, and I think the thing that attracts people to him is that who wouldn't want to be able to drive the country, in a bus and not have to worry about, go digging. You know what I mean? He's been on this tour for 6 months or so, and
he's basically doing something that none of the rest of us have the balls to do.
Yep.
Think about it.
Oh, yeah. No,
how many of us have the balls to drop all we're doing, drop our jobs, drop everything that we're doing, and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to sell. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm using language. Screw it. I am.
I've heard that before.
I don't like to hurt your little G channel.
What does that mean?
Here.
When a man likes a woman.
Have you seen some of the things that are being said in the chat tonight? Believe me.
Yeah, I saw. I saw. K-pop has been on a rant today, but I call it. From that aspect, I think that we are in a situation where we want to do that. We all want to do that. This guy's got the nerve to actually do it, and honestly, if the guy ran a GoFundMe, I'd contribute to it. Without any problem.
Really, Sleepyn? That's interesting.
I just want to see him keep going
on that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think Bueller. He's, this is the first. He's been out on the road 6 months. He went out. He left February, March, and he's had a couple breakdowns. So it's a little bit of a learning curve, I think, for him. He's got to kind of he's by himself too. So. That can't be
smart enough to know that was going to happen. I mean, I can tell him. If he was here, I would tell him from knowing personally. I know a guy who bought a similar bus and did a similar thing, but he was literally just living in it and driving to shows his band played in it. But he also had a place where he parks it. He has a job that he goes to during the week and works. But we found out real quick. Those buses always break. Always. You would think that they don't, but they break.
The guy has a family too. Yeah. He's like some kind of nomad derelict that wanders the world. He's got a family. He's got kids. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I give him mad props for doing it because I knew when he said he was buying one of them buses, I was like, "This is going to be interesting." Because once you put miles, you got to think schools have a shop, and you don't really think they work on those buses that much, but they do. Yeah. They're constantly in the shop, and
they're expensive.
Yeah,
well, the thing too, when you're traveling and break down, you don't know what mechanic you're dealing with.
Yeah,
there's a lot of what ifs in that scenario.
Yeah, and those things are turbo diesels, which have a lot of problems. I've heard. So, I got lucky. The car that I'm looking at getting right now, I for a split second, I thought it was a turbo car, and I was for a second turbo, but then I was like, no, turbo, because the turbo could go out, the wastegate could go out, the intercooler could go out, and that's just money on top of everything else. So I was like, no, you know what? I'll just I'll put a wing on it. That'll give me 100 extra horsepower, and I'll put a Like,
see, what I would have done in his place that I think he miscalculated, since he was committed to do that, I would have actually tried to hook up, and that probably would have been successful. He could have done this as well. Hook up with one of these broadcast or podcast or reality shows where you made an agreement. Listen, I'm gonna be doing this for this amount of time. I'm gonna be traveling the country, going from comic shop to the comic shop. It may be something really cool that you could have a really great show. It may be a really crappy success. What I'm asking for you to do is invest in me as far as having cameras go around me. You don't have to pay me a thing. All you have to do is every time my truck breaks down, make sure I keep going.
Yeah.
And I could assure you they would have had a cameraman with him, and they would have had somebody ready to like fix the car for minimal money. And they would have had a potential pilot on their hands.
He should pitch this to like Discovery Channel or
he's got to talk to he's got to talk to Kevin Smith.
It's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know how this would go because I don't know how well those two do together. But I think this would have been a 100% thing for Tom to get invested in. Like it could have took Tom, got Tom some more out there than he already even is. Hey, I'm helping sponsor this guy who's driving the country, who's giving us reviews.
Well, maybe not only Tom. Maybe it could have been the other big channels. They all contributed, and it would have worked well because they would have had a collab. And every time he was in one of their cities, they could have met up, and then he got content on both channels that way. It could have worked out well, but I don't think he thought from that aspect of doing that. Because I think if he did, he would have.
Where is Bueller? Where is Bueller? He needs to be writing all this stuff down.
I think he would have. I think he would have been able to lock somebody up. Somebody would have agreed to that.
Yeah, like he could have even pitched this to like a reality show as like on TV. I mean, like somebody would. I mean, there's like 700 channels now. Somebody would have picked this up.
It would have been like a $10,000-$20,000 investment on one of these broadcasts. And they throw more money than that in the garbage for.
He's got to talk to Mr. Beast too.
What was
Mr. Beast has got money?
There you go.
What was the video game channel that was on years ago? G4 or something like that. It was like a video game channel where
I think it was G4.
Oh, that's right.
G4. Yeah. Like that would have been perfect for them because they could have hit like the whole nerdgasm at one time. Video games and comics. Bam, there you go. Like that would have been perfect for them.
Or if you went to the community.
Oh, Georgia's getting blown out right now.
I'm sure.
What's the score in that game?
Together in the community.
It's like 13-3. Mizzou.
I think that everybody would have supported him. Georgia's winning right now.
Georgia's losing.
All right.
I just checked in on the Mets too. The Mets are losing, Nick.
Yeah, sure. I'm watching it in front of me too. They just gave up like 3 home runs again.
Yeah. I don't understand why you guys even bother.
Who are they playing? Please don't tell me the other team.
Mets. You know that they're going to break your heart.
The Braves.
Oh wow! That's a rivalry right there.
The Mets, they just break people's hearts. They're like the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan. That's enough pain for me.
We love the misery.
Yeah. Misery loves company.
Enough misery for me. I'm a Bills fan and I'm a Knicks fan. I think that's more than enough misery.
The Knicks. Yeah.
At least I got the Yankees to anchor me.
Impossible.
I was about to say, Bills are going to probably. I'm kind of rooting for them this year.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. I'm a Packers fan.
I'm
rooting for the Bills to go to the Super Bowl.
See, now Sleepin's got an idea. Bueller's got to add the Bachelor element at each stop.
Oh
my God!
Yeah,
there you go.
Got to go on a date at each comic shop
and do a diners, dive-ins, and drives while he's there
with a real hardcore. I'd love to see him go out with like a really hardcore comic nerd, like a really like a cosplay one. That'd be great entertainment. But,
that was scary. I've never seen. I missed the first time that happened because that's happened to a quarterback before, and I missed that one. But when I seen what happened to Tua, I was just like, oh,
yeah,
that was terrifying. Like
the strange thing about that is now we're switching back. Now we're talking football. That it didn't even look like that bad of a hit, but his reaction to it were
Yeah.
When his hands came up, we're like, you
That's
knew
when you
something
know.
was wrong.
We will be discussing this tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, tomorrow
whoever
night,
that.
Tylox has got we're doing our fantasy football league over on his channel. So
Live
Yeah.
streaming
Brian.
during the games. Yep.
Well,
Hey,
it's
Brian,
funny.
what's
because
going
I
on? You're
follow,
losing control over here,
I
man.
follow another channel on YouTube.
Brian, you're losing control over here.
why? Because you're
I was about to say, he
you're
lost
not
control
talking.
of you a long time ago.
This is almost like one of my streams where we just jump from dating comic nerds to football to comics to butt hurting to NFTs.
All right. Well, we'll get us back on track. Go vote for the Comic Book Community Awards.
Go vote. Okay.
And not only vote. Here's the thing:
a channel that
all you gutless people without the balls, even the girls without the balls, everybody without the balls, everybody go do it live. Show everybody you're voting. Put your money where your mouth is. And
tomorrow the football chat will be on my channel, Comics by the Bay, and I just subbed you to a little while ago.
All right, I'm gonna rein you in now.
Same. I subbed you up 2 Comics by the Bay.
Since Brian is not gonna do the reining in, I'm gonna rein everybody in. No more fantasy football talk. Damn it. Unless it's Bills. Unless we're talking Bills, I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want. Let's talk about the CBC Awards. Let's talk about the Comic-Con coming up. I'm excited about that. Anybody have any really big books that they think is going to be that acetate gate book that everybody? Are we going to have any scandals over in Comic-Con?
I mean, there's a ton of New York Comic-Con has a ton of exclusives between toys and comics. I mean,
They're
I don't
expensive
think
though. Even though the price.
No, it is. It is.
To be honest, I would go with the toy exclusives more than I would the comic exclusives.
Like, what the hell, man?
That's where your money, your money.
Yeah. It's fair.
I would like to be able to get like a bunch of stuff, but just my cheapness is not allowing me to do that. Like they're expensive. Some of these books, like really expensive. Like what the hell? Like. And then, like, if they were doing the metal covers and stuff like that, I could understand them being so. There's some of these exclusives that are going for like $65-$80 a piece. That's
well,
expensive.
here, Jeremy, look, you can get an Adopt a Shark kit at Comic-Con.
I'll probably get that.
What Adopt a
See,
Shark?
this is where we need the Roscoe plush toy here.
Well, I'm
See?
gonna be
See something like that with Roscoe's face on it.
We need a New York Comic-Con exclusive Roscoe.
Well, I'm going to be pitching the My Pet Roscoe to all the booths on Thursday and Friday. So let's see where that goes.
No, I did not. K-pop. Send me a message and send me a link.
A lot of that stuff. I mean, I don't know. What are the Funkos going for?
$150.
See, is that appropriate?
That's crazy.
Like, come on. It's a freaking bobblehead doll.
People are going to pay it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Let's
people
put it
pay it.
this way. Years ago, I went to a SC Comic Con.
I like that little.
There was a. I don't even think it was an exclusive there. It was just a black Spider-Man bobblehead figure, and dude wanted $30 for it, and I was like, I couldn't talk him down anything less than 30. He wouldn't budge, and I was just like, you know what? I'll find it later. It later.
So what's the normal price for a Funko? $15, I think.
$15.
Okay, so $15. Price it up to $25. Is that good markup?
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, some of these are $150.
Yeah.
What the hell? I would like ideally, what I would like to do is take a bag, like when I get there, and like go from exclusive and buy as many exclusives as I can, at least one copy of each, and say, all right, I got all the stuff that's special for New York. I only want the special New York Comic-Con stuff. I don't want the things that are store exclusives. Like I'm not going to get any store exclusives. I want the ones that say NYC Comic-Con, whatever the hell.
Right, yeah.
I want those. Because to commemorate the event that I went to. But if they're charging $150 for this stuff a piece, and honestly, in 6 months from now, it's going to be worth half the price.
Yeah, most of the comic exclusives are in like the $40 range.
Yeah, that's nuts. I would have loved to get the Detective Comics, the Action Comics, but it pisses me off. I just bought the facsimile for $7.99. Now I'm going to get their exclusive for $40. Charge me $20 for it. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Another thing too is that kind of irks me about that is the Marvel facsimiles are $3.99.
Yep.
So why are they charging
that's true.
double?
Well, it was a double-sized book.
Well, I mean, yeah, but yeah,
And all DC books are more expensive to start with. They're all like $5.99. The DC books.
Ridiculous.
yeah.
So you got to base it off what their original pricing is anyway. The DC doesn't have any $4.99 books anymore, or the $3.99. I think $4.99 is the very cheapest that they have. Is that right or wrong?
DC, I think it's the regular covers are $3.99. I think the $4.99s if it's the cardstock
Variant, yeah.
cover.
I don't think I've seen a $3.99 DC book in a very, very long time.
Plus, they're doing like the extended pages now too. I think for a lot of books.
Yeah, I think
that's
they're
why
all
they're going like to $5.
$4.99 and over.
It's ridiculous.
I could be wrong, but
Yeah, they might have the secondary story. That's how they push that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean they're adding more pages. I get it, and the quality. I will say this: even for the cheaper version, is much better than Marvel's quality, as far as the pages are concerned, the book is concerned, much better. But
it's strange because Marvel, like some of the Marvel books, Amazing Fantasy 1000, that was quality, but then some of their books, their monthly books are crap. So they can produce a quality book. It sounds like they don't choose to do that on all of their books.
there's a nice Tyler Kirkham Amazing Fantasy cover that they have. It's the Hulk homage, giant size Hulk 1 homage, where he's holding up the title on his back. I don't know if you've seen that.
Here. Well, here's the.
That was a
this
pretty
one
cool
here.
one. That was pretty cool.
Oh wow.
No, but I'm a sucker for those kind of covers. So, what are they charging for that? $2,000?
It doesn't look there's any price here.
Oh, it's priceless. There,
Yeah, priceless. Yeah, you're gonna pay for that one.
And
I
then
think
there's
the
the,
1,000. I think the
Virgin
1,000 that's on the cover. That's the price. They're like, well, we don't have to price it because there you go. It's $1,000.
There you go, $1,000.
But it's stuff like that. Just it's not like the fact that I don't mind paying extra money for something that's special. But I think that they're just gouging right now.
I haven't seen that name in a minute.
Oh wow.
Hello. The other thing I noticed, I haven't gone to a Comic-Con in about maybe about 25, 30 years. Last time I went, it was in the mid-90s. So the Comic-Con experience has been very, very different. Very, very different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be.
I remember going into a Comic-Con, and I would walk out with a bunch of freebies. They would give you stuff because you pay the entrance. And like you had various vendors, they would give you little trinkets, maybe free comics or keychain or stickers or whatever the case is. I looked at the whole thing. There's like 2 things that they're giving out at the Comic-Con for free. And
yeah, no, there's not much free. Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I used to come with posters. They would come back, little stupid cards they would give out, promotional things. You would think they would give you a bunch of little gimmicks. Maybe they're worthless gimmicks, but it's nice to walk out with a couple of things. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I know
especially for the price of admission, right?
Yeah.
What are the tickets? $40-$50?
That's the point that I'm making. You know what I'm saying? And you could get advertisers to make those gimmicks together. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I know that I'm gonna walk away buying stuff. I'm not gonna go there with hands empty. I'm gonna get stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna get stuff, and I'm sure your average person that goes there is gonna walk out buying stuff. So some people more than others. But I don't know. It takes away from the whole experience. Like going with a little kid to Comic-Con, I don't think is an experience that many people are doing these days. Because one, it's costly, it's expensive. The other thing is taking a 5-year-old kid to Comic-Con. I don't think you're gonna get the enjoyment out of it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There is one person that I'm dying to meet. That's over there. Elvira, she's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think she's still hot.
She is.
For her age, I think she's still hot.
How old is she now? She's got to be.
She's an old bat now. She's got to be like.
She's almost no shit. I think she's like 70, close to 70, pushing 70.
She's got to be decrepit and old right now. I don't know. Like,
No, she still looks the same. Exactly.
but I saw like a picture. I'm like, holy shit, she doesn't look freaking her age.
She's 71.
Holy shit, she does not look like a 71-year-old.
No.
You know? She's Elvira. I don't think her boobs are as big as they used to be, though. She probably got a reduction.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some
Gravity
cosplay
takes
going
its
on
toll
there.
here.
Or
Yeah,
deflated or something like that. Or maybe because she has scoliosis, you know, old people get that stuff. Maybe she had to like reduce some of the weight from there to like not bend her spine. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Like I'll get there one day because like I'm not that far away from getting old. You know, I'm only semi-old yet so far. So
Yeah, I'm already feeling it.
Brian, you know, in 20, 30 years from now, maybe we'll be talking about how we look decrepit and old. Who knows? You know, but we're going to get there one day. But
I
if
just
I look,
hope I'm 60 something and everybody's watching my YouTube videos going, he has crap everywhere. Like every time, anytime you see a part of his house, it's just stuff everywhere.
you know, I would actually would love to look at like she does, like in the shape she does at 70 in my 70s. K-pop says her tits are bigger now. I don't know. That's interesting. I'm gonna get a picture of her.
Where is she? Is she?
Had such a
There's a
crush on
pretty
her.
good list of guests too. They've got a bunch of people.
I had such a crush on her in the 80s.
Who else is going to be there besides Elvira?
Green Machine, what's up, man?
You got Michael J. Fox. You've got Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
Christopher Lloyd should be funny.
they got to have them at a table together.
Yeah. They're there to do Back to the Future, I think.
I would actually love to get a taxi poster and have him sign it.
Oh, that would be good.
I'd rather get his what was he called in Taxi? Something with a K. You know the character. He was
Jim.
Wasn't Jim?
Jim.
Yeah.
No, he was good. I would love to get a taxi.
Sebastian Stan's going to be there. Oscar Isaac.
I love Sebastian Stan.
Who's Oscar Isaac?
That's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Oh, that guy.
And Sebastian is Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Guaranteed he's gonna have one of the shortest lines.
Who the guy for Oscar Isaac? Maybe because he was in.
Anybody want to take bets on who's gonna have the shortest lines?
He was in Star Wars, and I liked him in Star Wars. It's not that I didn't like his acting in Moon Knight. It was that I didn't like the way the series.
I thought the writing was horrible.
Got Brendan Fraser.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Slow down. Holy crap.
I'm gonna go screw with him and tell him I loved him in George of the Jungle.
Dude, please, that movie was good. I don't care
That was
what.
funny.
That movie was great.
I thought that was great.
Hubert's going to be there.
Kubert's great.
Mm-hmm.
Claremont, I think, is going to be there too. Which I wouldn't mind getting something signed by.
Alex Suffolk.
My goal is to go to the oldest artists and get signatures from them.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that like are knocking on death's door that I might not have another opportunity. Oh, look, not to be morbid, but it could happen. You know, after seeing Neil Adam die and George Perez. Like, I don't want to have a wasted opportunity where I could see one of these older artists that are there in front of me and I don't have to wait on a long line for. Why not have them assign something?
Arthur Adams. Oh, nice. Arthur Adams.
Art Adams, great.
Well, there's two of them. There's Art Adams and then there's Arthur Adams.
I like Art Adams.
I was about to say, Arthur Adams has some good stuff. I got his Chewbacca cover that he did, and he also did a Rogue that was really good.
I like Art Adams.
Art's incredible, too. He's got a completely different style. Brian Azzarello.
Oh, nice. He did
Is anybody going to get Michael J. Fox's signature? I have no interest.
Yeah, there's a lot of different. There's
Chris Claremont. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
Who's on your hit list, Brian?
I'm not big into autographs or. So
if you see an open booth, you wouldn't go and have something signed by?
No, I probably would.
Because that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to see who's got little to no lines.
Right. Yeah, that's probably a good way to do it.
should get some stuff signed. And there's certain people that, if it is not disgustingly long, I will wait for a little bit. But my patience is very limited on how much I will willing to wait. Liefeld, I'd like to go in and get a face to face with him because I want him to draw some feet on the cover for me. But I'm not willing to wait 3 hours on a line for him. He's just a prick.
Encino Man, that was one of my favorite Brendan Fraser movies.
From Pauly Shore, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Encino Man was funny.
Oh, so good. The part where he looked at the girl and he was like, Gonzaga's, and like they pulled him away, and Pauly Shore was like, I think he said he likes your melons. Still funny to this day. Still just, oh my God, I love Pauly Shore.
You know what was not a horrible movie that he was in? Blast from the Past.
I like that too. Yeah, I thought that was great. Especially when he went to the baseball card store.
Movie with Christopher Walken, wasn't it? Right?
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
No, it was,
he went to the baseball card store with like a 52 Mickey Mantle and like a Roger Maris card and like all these like classic 50s baseball cards that he had bought that were in incredible shape and got money. Like, that was great. It was just like, there you go, collectibles for cash. That's how you do it.
The Mummy was not bad either.
It wasn't. I love the part where he picked up the cat and threw the cat at him. That was genius. That was incredible. Because he had like Han Solo, or not Han Solo, what do you call it? Indiana Jones kind of thing going on during that.
And those Mummy movies made money. You know that, right? They actually made a lot of money. They were big blockbusters. He would have actually turned that in. There would have been a big franchise. He would have made a lot of money from that franchise if it wasn't for The Rock.
I was gonna say, yep, The Rock stole that.
If it wasn't for The Rock, they would not have done what's the Rock movie that they made right after with
the Scorpion King.
Scorpion King,
yeah,
which sucked, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bad. It did show that that was one of the first. I think that was the first movie Rock did, and it showed he could actually act because everybody thought the acting was going to be bad. The acting wasn't bad. It was just the movie was kind of
the writing was bad.
Yeah, well, some of those early movies The Rock was in, Rampage. That one was.
Oh, Rampage was rough.
Yeah, based on the video game.
Yeah, I loved the game. Hated the movie.
I love the game.
The best early movie that The Rock was in was The Rundown.
Yeah. Oh no, dude! Do you remember Walking Tall when he remade Walking Tall?
That was actually really good.
That was good too.
I like Walking Tall.
Johnny Knoxville working together. I thought was going to be weird. And they were
Walking Tall and The Rundown, I think, were his best first films that he did.
Yeah.
All about Walking Tall. That was a good movie.
Who else was in The Rundown with him?
It was Sean
Stifler.
Stifler. Okay, yeah.
And then the bad guy, the villain, was Christopher Walken.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so it was a loaded movie.
It wasn't that weird blonde guy with the weird blue eyes. That blonde. No, that was in the that's what
Walking Tall. Yep.
Yeah, Walking Tall.
The guy always freaks me out every time I looked at him. If I saw that guy, I freaking have a heart attack.
Actually, funny story. That was only a couple of counties over from where my family lives in Tennessee. Was where Beaufort Puster's County was. So that was like they heard about that word of mouth. Like that stuff was going on where he was just basically wrecking people. He was just like no, I'm gonna drill you. Like if I catch you doing something, I'm gonna nail you to the wall. Like there's I don't care how much somebody tries to pay me off. I'm gonna make your life live in hell. Like it was a great movie, great story.
My bra and I played
the
crap out of. Oh, it's
Rampage.
Bra. I was about to say that's.
I was still thinking of Elvira's tits.
Well, maybe. I thought it said bra. I'm like, that's getting me a little more information that I need at this moment. But
you got your bra to play PlayStation?
Shit.
How does that work?
But yeah, I still got Elvira on the mind. I'm sure I'll be
Jr. Was he the little guy who was jumping around and actually beating the crap out of him for a minute until he planted him into a tree or whatever he did to him? Like the guy he couldn't beat that was flipping around and he finally got his hands on him.
Yeah.
You talking about Rampage?
No, that was in Walking Tall. The little guy who was beating the crap out of him, and I think he ended up handcuffing him to him or something.
I don't know. The best part was when he beats the shit out of everybody with that 2x4. You know, you go.
Oh, that was fucking
Do you remember the scene with Johnny Knoxville where he wins the fight in his house, but he stabs the guy with a potato peeler, and the guy turns around and he goes, "Did you just stab me with a potato peeler?"
My favorite part of that movie was when they caught the guy and they had him locked up and they impounded his truck and they literally tore his awesome, what was that, a Ram? I think it was a Ram 4x4, just tore it to pieces.
And there was nothing in it, right?
Nothing in it. And they knew there was nothing in it. They were just doing it in front of him to like make him feel bad. Like I was like, oh, I feel his pain.
Too funny.
Oh my God, Brian, you're not sleeping yet. Oh my God, you're entering insomniac hours.
No, I usually, you're
entering the insomniac hours. You're becoming one of the children of the night. How is this possible?
You're muscling in on Journey's territory.
Are you? Am I being a good influence on you?
I thought you don't start until at least midnight.
Usually, that's usually the case, and it's by design. You know, like I said, I'm a very courteous and respectful community member. I appreciate that everybody's doing their shows during prime time, and they're all conflicting and cannibalizing each other's time, and they're all competing for slots, and then they're all butthurt with each other. Well, why'd you start at the same time I did? You should have waited an hour. Or no, why didn't you wait an hour? No, why didn't you start a half an hour earlier? No, why didn't you wait? And that's what happens, back and forth. So what do? I wait till everybody's done, everybody goes to sleep, and then all the children and the zombies, they start waking up one by one. Like, what's that? I see a little blue face in the background. What is that? It's Journey. He's on. The vampires are waking up. You know.
You should have seen earlier when you were on that stream with Bronze Age Nerd, and I seen the thing pop up and it had your logo on there. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, every night there's somebody, streaming. I mean, I'm just taking a quick look now. Roscoe's on right now.
Roscoe's on live.
You got Remy Q. You've got Two Brothers. I mean, there's just.
Well, it's still early.
Yeah.
It's still early. The only ones that used to really do a late night stream was the Spine Tips.
Mm-hmm.
But they, you know what? They put me to shame as far as Tylox was part of that whole crew. You guys used to freaking knock me out, and you guys know I could hang with the long streams. You guys used to. I couldn't do that.
I was used to working third shift at the time. Like I worked third shift 7 to 7, and literally there were times I would get out of this chair. Not even this chair. This is a good chair. I got out of a kitchen table chair. That's how much padding that had. And would crawl into my bed and just pass out because we've been on for 10 hours.
You want to hear something funny? I'm sitting on a folding chair.
Oh my God.
I'm on a folding table and a folding chair. This is my YouTube setup for the past few months.
I didn't think it mattered until I got this chair and then I sat down in it and I was like, how was I doing streaming?
Yeah, you need a good chair if you're going to be, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Al Green Machine's asking me about this. This is actually just a print that I got. I bought this at a Comic-Con, and it's just Spidey, upside down. I don't think it's a cover. I think it was just a original art that an artist did.
See, that's the kind of cool stuff I like to pick up at the cons. Like, go get stuff that's original, cool stuff. Is that original, painting or original print?
It's a print, but you see. If you can see that back on the back wall next to the window, so that's Spider-Man. I'll have to take a picture of it. It's Spider-Man's eye with the reflection of New York City. And
I've seen you. So you showed that off one time.
Yeah, a street artist did it with spray paint in 10 minutes.
How awesome!
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We were in New York City walking through the city and saw an artist, on the street, and we didn't even ask him to do that. He just took it. I think I had a Spider-Man shirt on, or one of my kids did, and so he did that. And like I said, all spray paint, and in about 10 minutes took that blank piece of paper and turned it into that.
Isn't it amazing how talented some of these street guys are? Like really talented.
I was amazed.
Blows my mind away.
There's a static mural in Charlotte, North Carolina. Somebody did the side of a building with the static character, and they did it in spray paint, and it's incredible. I'm probably going to take, when I get this new car to break it in, I'm going to take a trip to Charlotte and get a picture in front of that wall because it is incredible.
Well, I heard that, you know what, now that you talk about murals, I heard that they're going to be trying to put up a Spider-Man mural over in Forest Hills.
Oh, really?
Did you hear about that? They already got a Captain America in Brooklyn.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Because he's just a guy from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's just a guy from Brooklyn, and you know, Spidey is Forest Hills, so it's kind of cool.
That'll be cool.
You know, they should do a big, huge Hulk over in New Mexico.
Damn, Nick, the Mets lost again.
I know, man.
Oh wait, I need to check my score now that you said something. I haven't checked in a minute. We were winning. Halftime.
I told you, don't let the pain keep hitting you.
20-13 Clemson.
The Yankees are in
5-0, baby. 5-0. Tigers are going to be back on top this year. Alabama better watch their ass.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Judge this year?
I want him to do it so bad, but I mean, today he was only given like 3 pitches to hit in the entire game.
Yep, everybody's pitching around him.
Yeah,
and
I get it. Like you don't want to be the guy to do it.
Yeah, they don't want to be the guy to give it up.
I went on a rant on a post on Instagram about that earlier. So, the whole, you know, the other guys with the asterisks. Look, if you can't see the ball, it doesn't matter how hard you swing at all. So the whole asterisk thing is stupid to me because Pedro Martinez was on no steroids and struck all 3 of those guys out back to back to back in an All-Star game in '99 because they couldn't touch his shit.
Yeah.
Well, Clemens was on it. How many of you guys did he strike out?
Who?
That were on steroids.
Who?
Clemens was on steroids.
Clemens, I think he got 2,000 strikeouts. I think he's in the 2,000 strikeout club, but he didn't start taking steroids until he was older because he was trying to recover. The weird thing is, I found this out, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I found out a guy at work told me that they were like, yeah, it's weird they busted McGuire for creatine. And I was like, that was all he was taking? That's not a steroid.
And it was legal back then, by the way.
And it's still legal. Everybody I know who works out, like when I worked out, I took creatine. It just it makes you heal a little faster, yes, but it also helps you retain water, which makes you look bigger. So Sosa, that doesn't count as a steroid.
Sosa was on some crazy crap.
Yeah, now he was on a steroid.
I don't know what the hell he was on. He was on some kind of mutant crap that blew up his head, and
he was on.
He doesn't look right anymore. He's got some skin disorder now too. On top of it, he's all messed up. He's all messed up.
Yeah. If you see him now, he looks
If you talk to Canseco is still in great looking shape, and
he swears by steroids.
But he's just out of his mind.
He swears by steroids. He said that steroids is the best thing he ever did.
Yeah. And I've seen documentaries where people basically say it's a thing where it depends on the person. It's just like any other thing you take. If you could take it and it's fine for you, the next guy could take it, he could die.
Listen, the truth is that Barry Bonds would have been a Hall of Famer regardless if he took steroids or he didn't take steroids. That's the truth. However, that one year where he blew up everybody's record, he was clearly on some crazy crap.
He went a little overboard.
I think part of that was not just that, but it was psychological with him and McGuire, because when they step up to the plate and you're pitching, they're already in your head that they're going to get you. And then they're just waiting for you to throw a breaking pitch that doesn't break or throw them something over the plate that they can see. And then it's over because Bonds was pitching up against a guy who hit a monster home run off this guy. But the guy even said the last pitch he threw him, as soon as it left his hand, he knew it wasn't going to break and he knew it was over. And when Bonds hit the ball out of the park, he literally just squatted down and was just like, that was a scary – facing him pitching was the scariest thing this guy had ever done.
Well, that record year, Bond could literally flick a ball into a fly out of the –
And you gotta think about this too. The balls were juiced. The balls were made in a way to where if you hit them and you hit it solid, it was pretty much either going to the wall or going out. So they were using different balls.
Yeah, Major League Baseball wanted that home run race. How many people watched it?
You had to save the lockout season.
Yep.
I strongly believe
bats used to be made of ash, which was way softer.
Yeah.
But that's when everybody started using maple a lot. Now a lot of guys are using birch because birch is even harder than maple. Once you start hitting with it, the grain tightens up on the wood, and it becomes stronger than maple is. It basically becomes steel, is how strong it is. So there's all that now too.
I personally strongly believe that they should keep them all in the Hall of Fame, one way or the other. Asterisks, yeah. You should have some asterisks next to them, especially the ones that did. Like, I also believe Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
I do too.
Put an asterisk. See, he was a gambler.
Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in there too.
Agree as well. So should the entire 1918 Black Sox. They should be in there.
Yeah. I mean, and the game back then was a lot different than it was today, right? I mean, they weren't back then. They weren't testing for any of the drugs, you know.
Well, at the same time, back then they weren't making any money either. You got to think baseball players were making less than factory workers were back then. Well, so if you tell them, "Hey, we're going to fix this game, and you guys are going to make way more money off of it," what are they going to do?
Listen, you take any players from the 70s going into the 80s, they were all on uppers. Amphetamines, all kinds of crazy.
Who was the guy who played for the Dodgers who was jacked? Was he the Dodgers? Hey, there was a guy who played back in the 80s who was jacked, huge. Not Andre Dawson, because I know Andre Dawson.
Kirk Gibson.
Other guy.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say it was Kirk Gibson, or was it George Brett? But he was with the Royals.
No, it wasn't George Brett. No, it was some.
He got caught with the corking or the tar. Was it tar, right?
Yeah, he had the tar.
Well, see, that's another thing that makes no sense to me because I'm like, okay, so you're telling me the tar helps your hands stick to the bat? Yes. Well, then if you hit a ball with the tar, it's going to want to stick to the bat. So the fact that he hit the ball out anyway makes it to the point where it's just like that had to have been fixed.
Listen,
had to have been.
In the 80s, they were all on freaking coke.
Yeah.
Look at the Mets. Look, the 1986 Mets. They're all freaking cokeheads.
Yeah.
Look at the Giants. Look, the football Giants. Lawrence Taylor killed people on coke. The man was the scariest human being you could ever. A man that size, fully loaded on cocaine, is a very scary thing to look at.
Fast. Insanely fast.
For his size, he was fast.
Yeah, if you were hocked up on a key of coke, you'd be doing the same thing. Like,
and then at the same time,
Brian run that fast.
The funny thing is, when he broke Joe Theismann's leg, he was the first one to jump up and be like, "Yo, get a medic out here. He's hurt."
Yeah.
Well, he was right there. I'm sure he heard it.
Yeah, he heard it. He heard it, and he immediately knew he broke that man's leg.
He was a scary. How often is it that a linebacker could dictate your wins?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often. And
No, he changed the game.
I think the only other guy who's ever done anything like that was Von Miller. And
before and after, there have been some very big dudes that played his position, scary dudes. Nobody intimidated the teams like this guy did because he was a monster. He looked huge. And he was
fast. Yeah.
He was very fast.
And the cocaine, I'm telling you, the cocaine made a big difference.
And I'm telling you, I've heard so many people said they met LT, nicest guy you'll ever meet. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Sign anything you want, cool guy.
Yeah, he was just at the Giants game, the Cowboy game, Giants Cowboy.
The whiteout game, yeah.
No, I wouldn't
think about the contract that Judge is going to sign.
Yeah, guess who I heard he's talking to?
I heard the Giants.
I heard he was talking to the Red Sox.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I heard? Last thing I heard, the Yankees still have money, and they could afford
it. They've always had money. That's how they get it.
But I don't know. I don't think he's going to be a Yankee.
What kills it with the Yankees, I think, for a lot of players is they have a very strict set of rules, and you have to follow those rules. Like if you want to grow a beard, not happening as a Yankee.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't see Jeter complaining.
I don't know, because Jeter's kind of become a weirdo.
Yeah, Jeter had the toast.
You didn't see Mariano complaining.
Jeter had the toast of New York. Jeter wanted to be in New York. He wanted to play for the Yankees. He didn't mind having to follow the rules, But I mean,
You didn't
you
see
asked
Mariano
about-
complaining. Did you see
look at Wade
Mariano
Boggs.
complaining?
Yeah,
Look at
but,
Wade Boggs.
but
They
Judge is up. He's going to have a huge, he's probably looking at, crazy amount of money. And so
Oh,
if
man.
somebody throws an extra 10 million or something at him per year,
Mhm.
he's going to
Listen,
go.
they could afford him, but if somebody gets ridiculous, then you know what? They're
Right.
going to handicap their team.
Well, the rumor that I heard, and you guys are, Journey's a Yankees fan, so he might like this. The rumor that I heard is that it's money and Devers on the table
Money
for Judge.
Well,
And I was just like, oh, that's like one of the best hitters the Red Sox has is,
Yeah.
Devers.
It's
that wouldn't be a horrible situation. However, I don't see a trade happening between the Yankees and the Red.
But he's a free agent, though, after this year, right?
Think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but you're probably talking about some kind of sign and trade or something like that.
Yeah.
something like that. What was it? What just happened with Shohei? Shohei and the Angels. They just signed a $30 million $1 deal, 1 year deal with him to keep him from arbitration.
Yeah.
So they got him for another year for $30 million.
Yeah, I would pay him. Yeah.
You have to. It sucks that he's in Los Angeles, but you have to.
Yeah. And to be honest, that dude is gonna be the face of professional baseball as long as he's playing. Not just because of his bat, not just because he's also a pitcher and he can hit, but he is so wholesome. That dude is the most wholesome guy I've ever met. I've seen in my entire life. When they were trying to check his hands for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought the umpire wanted to shake his hand, and he shook his hand and started walking off. And the ump was like, "No, I have to look." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you just wanted to shake my hand." This is the greatest thing.
I just would hate to see Judge leave because he's
Of
homegrown.
course.
He's homegrown. He feels like a Yankee. He looks like a Yankee.
Yeah,
I'm sure the Yankees are going to make him a big offer, but somebody else could come in and make him a bigger offer. So
It depends how ridiculous they get.
It happened with George Lazenby. George Lazenby was gonna be Bond, and they said, "Hey, they seen a picture of him on vacation, and he grew out a beard when he went to like Greece or somewhere to go to the beach for vacation." And he grew a beard out, and they called him up and told him, "Hey, you're James Bond. You can't grow a beard." And he was like, "Then I'm not James Bond. You're not going to tell me what to do.
Wow.
If I'm off, and I'm not being the character. Then I'm going to do what I want. And if you guys think that's going to happen, it's not going to happen." And he gave up one of the most lucrative movie deals back in the day. Being Bond was that.
Well,
was
let's be realistic. Lazenby was not in any way whatsoever the best Bond.
No. It wasn't the best. But I love his story. I love his story of going from a mechanic to a car dealership salesman. Like, he basically just bumbled his way through life and just kept going up. And it was just out of being himself. Like, he didn't have to do anything extra. He got the job because he stole one of Sean Connery's suits.
That's cool.
Yeah, he went to a tailor or something nearby the studio to get a suit, and he goes, "What about that suit?" And they was like, "You can't have that one." And he was like, "Why? Whose is it?" And they were like, "Sean Connery's." So he stole it.
I will say this about the Bonds. For the most part, they did get it right with most of the selections that they did. Most. They only had a couple of misses throughout all the years of all the Bonds that they took out.
And everybody's gonna hate who my favorite Bond is.
Who, Timothy Dalton?
No.
Because he was a good Bond. I thought he was not bad.
He was all right. He was like a precursor to what was his name? Pierce
Brosnan.
Yeah, he was Pierce 100%.
Yeah.
You guys, I gotta run. Tylux, I'm gonna jump on with you tomorrow, though, dude. All right.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys later.
Nick, I hope I see you at the con.
Yes, I hope so. I gotta just do it.
Let us know. Let us know if you're gonna be
I
there.
will. I'll DM you. All right.
Wait,
See you
did
guys.
we scare everybody off with all the sports talk?
Maybe.
No. I was
We got
drunk.
five hanging in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we scared
Probably all
everybody off.
four of us watching our own show.
Yeah. And then my favorite Bond was Roger Moore.
Roger Moore, yeah.
Yeah. He was British. B, he was my favorite Bond. Like, for some reason, all the movies he played in, I can't even think of them now.
I actually like the guy they're using now a lot.
Who?
Daniel Craig. Yeah, Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh yeah,
I think
he's
he's
great.
awesome. I think Sean Connery I always have a special place in my heart for Sean
He's
Connery as
definitely up
Bond.
there. He's my number 2. He's got to be my
Because
number 2.
I like
He's gotta be
Connery.
my number two.
I like Connery and Highlander. I like Connery. Period. You know.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I am from Spain. And I was just like, you're not even trying there, homie. You're not even trying that Spanish accent at all.
He is awesome. I just love
He was just like, when he said that line where he's like, yes, as I am from Spain, I was like,
he's
so
just
great.
awesome. He had the worst accent. Christopher Lambert had the worst accent. You couldn't even tell what kind of accent he had. It was Moonraker. Look at that.
Moonraker. There was another one that he was in. View to a Kill. A View to a Kill is my favorite Bond movie because the villain was Christopher Walken.
Okay. Yeah.
Young Christopher Walken as the villain.
Walken.
You had the blonde babe. You had Roger Moore as the Bond. You had what's her name? Grace Jones.
Grace Jones was there. Yeah,
Grace Jones was in that one. She was stellar, just incredible. Just oh man, that movie was that's my favorite.
How hot were some of these Bond babes throughout the years? They had some really, especially the earlier years. They would know how to knock them out one after the other.
Mm-hmm. They had when they announced that Pierce Brosnan was going to be Bond, and then they announced that Halle Berry was going to be the Bond girl. I was like, yes.
I honestly think the Bond girls from the 60s and 70s were the best ones that they picked out.
I didn't realize Pierce Brosnan did four films: GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day.
Mm-hmm. He did 4. Yep.
Yeah, and the guy right out, Craig. What's his name?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
It goes from Connery to Craig for me as far as number 1 and 2. Because
there was a scene where he was chasing that guy who was a parkour runner, and the guy was free running all over the place, and it got to that part where the guy like vaulted a wood fence, and Daniel Craig just ran slap through it. I was like, that is the most Bond thing I've ever seen in my entire life, because Bond would not have tried to climb that fence. He hit that fence so hard and just went slap through it. I was just like, that's great.
So I'm looking up Bond actors. So Daniel Craig, here's his salary for Casino Royale. He made $3.4 million. Quantum of Solace, he made 8.9. Skyfall, $17 million. Spectre, $39 million. No Time to Die, $25 million.
Oh, it went down. Oh, because I love Skyfall. I love the remake of Casino Royale. I loved what was the second one you said?
Quantum of Solace.
That was excellent.
Yeah, that one was good too.
Yeah,
I didn't see the last one.
I like the villain in Casino Royale. I like that actor.
Oh, the guy.
he's good.
Yeah, they did a good job with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good job. But he's such a Bond. He really is like such a Bond-looking guy.
Oh,
He sounds like a Bond. He looks like a Bond.
The Baccarat scene or whatever, where he's playing the card game, and they were playing the card game together. That was the most Bond thing I've ever seen.
That made the movie.
Where he gets drugged and then he's got
Yeah, that was the most Bond thing I've ever seen. Like just him playing cool at the table, losing, not caring.
And they had a pretty good supporting cast. Like the guy who played Gordon in the latest Batman was the CIA agent in the Bond movies with Daniel Craig. He was really good.
Yeah, you're right. It is the same guy.
Yep.
Did you like that Batman movie? The Batman?
I thought it was good. I think it was a little bit long. Like I thought the movie was just about over, and then there was like another 30 minutes.
It was a little long. I thought the whole theme, the feel, the lighting, everything worked really well for a Batman film. I know that people like the actor as Batman, and he played it to the best of his capabilities, but I don't think he looks like Bruce Wayne to me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You know?
I mean, I thought the film was good. Yeah, definitely. It felt more. It didn't feel like a superhero movie. It felt like a drama. It felt a little gritty. Which
I don't mind that. I don't mind.
Yeah,
that.
no, I thought that was a good aspect of it. But
like, I feel like if they had the same thing with a Christian Bale, I thought it would have been knocked out of the box.
Yeah.
Or somebody else in that Bruce Wayne role. Like he doesn't look like a Bruce Wayne. He doesn't feel like a Bruce Wayne to me. Like you have to feel like I'm one of I loved Batman 1989 because of what it was and what it like started in Hollywood. However, I never felt Keaton was Bruce Wayne. I just
Michael
never
Keaton.
felt it.
I liked Michael Keaton. My Batman, to be 100% honest, even though he never actually wore the suit, was Kevin Conroy, because he's got that voice, and like animated series was huge when I was a kid. But some of my favorite Bonds were not George Clooney was a great Bond. He was a bachelor who did the whole Playboy thing. Like he did that.
Yeah.
Actually, Clooney had a great look of being a Bruce Wayne. However, and I think if he had a much better script and it wasn't a goofy feel to that movie, I think he would have done well with it, because Clooney's a good actor. Like I liked him in Dusk Till Dawn. I like that kind of George Clooney.
Oh,
I think that's a great George Clooney, and I think he would have played a perfect Bruce Wayne, especially if it wasn't like a really goofy script, because that was probably one of the goofiest scripts.
That was kind of like a 60s, that was kind of like a campy.
Yeah.
That was
worse. I will say this, I would have never imagined I was going to see Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. That did give us that out of that movie, because I was just like, really?
Batman 66 was basically meant to be campy. The POW, the ZAM, all that stuff. It was all meant to be that way, and you liked it for what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Batman with Clue, was Batman and Robin that title of that one, or Batman Forever? Which one was it, the worst one? The last one.
Batman Forever was with Two-Face and Riddler, right? Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Okay, so that was pretty bad too. Yeah. But Batman and Robin was the one with Clooney, right?
Right.
Which was horrible. And I don't think it was the actors that were the problem. All right, maybe if you didn't use Alicia Silverstone or whatever her hell name is, that clueless girl that was as Batgirl, maybe you could have done away with that. But picking Uma Thurman as
Poison Ivy,
I don't think it was horrible.
No, that was pretty good.
Using Arnold Schwarzenegger in a non-comedic way as Dr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze, I think would have worked out really well. Because you think of it like this: if you had Schwarzenegger acting like he's a Terminator in a cryo freeze suit, I think that would have worked perfectly.
They played it too.
It's too goofy.
Yeah, too goofy. Yeah,
I think they had a lot of components.
Everybody freeze.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, did he really just say that?
Did I just say what?
When Arnold Schwarzenegger was like playing and he had the gun and he was shooting at a bunch of stuff and he's like, and I was like, man.
Oh my God, it was one-liner after one-liner. Yeah. They just wanted to get as many Schwarzenegger quotes in that movie as they possibly can. And you know what? The magic to being Schwarzenegger is not forcing those lines. Them coming out naturally. When he says, "Get him to the chopper," that was not meant to be a funny line. It just came out like that. It became a or "I'll be back." That wasn't meant to be a quotable funny line. It's just the way he delivered it that worked out well. You know, when you force it, which what's what they were doing in Batman and Robin, they were forcing every single scene, trying to make it as funny, as memorable as they thought would have been the case. And they're lucky that they were ever able to bring Batman back in a serious form, because they could have easily reverted back to the Batman 66 after that. They could have just went down that rabbit hole.
They could have. Yeah.
What was that pitch that Jansen threw? What was that? A fork ball?
A what?
A fork ball. Like, what was that? That couldn't have been a curveball.
What are you watching?
I just scrolled through Instagram real quick and I seen a clip from the Braves Mets game, and this dude threw a pitch that kind of looked like a curveball, but it was like a fork ball or something. It like dove.
Yeah, Mets lost again. Damn it!
I'm telling you, the Yankees right around.
You guys are. What does it say? With 4 left to play, the Braves own a 1-game lead, but then in the NL East with the head-to-head tiebreaker game coming tomorrow. So it's tiebreaker game tomorrow.
Yeah, Mets need to win tomorrow. Yep.
The Yankees are right across town. Right across town. They're they're right there. They're waiting for you, Brian. They're waiting for you, Brian.
No,
You're
I'm
welcome.
a National League guy. National League guy.
You're welcome to be, yeah. You don't have to be a mishmash of the Giants and the Dodgers anymore. You could go with
Yeah,
a
my dad was a Giants, a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. So he inherited the Mets when both the Giants and the Dodgers left. Then he became a Mets fan. So
Yeah, well, that's why I said that. There's basically they're the mishmash of 2 teams.
I was
yeah,
gonna say my whole family is Braves fans, and I'm like the only Red Sox fan. And they were like, "Wow!" I was like,
How the hell you're a Red Sox fan? It's blasphemy, man. Go pick a good team like Red Sox. Come on, man. What the hell?
Hey, they've been good.
Red Sox. Who purposely, unless you're living in Boston and you're like one of these like brainwashed Bostonians, why would you ever want to become a Boston fan?
well, the same way we get Dallas fans all over the place.
I
Right?
was about to say I love underdogs, and especially
Dallas-
I knew eventually that they were going to win a World Series. I knew it wasn't going to be far off. And then
Dallas
there was a
fans
year,
all over the place because they've been force fed that the Cowboys are America's team.
America's team, yeah, no, no.
America's team. America. Do you want to play some football? They want to have Cowboys all over the place. Come on, man.
and the whole thing with the Dallas Cowboys also have the best cheerleaders, and I was like you guys are
They
you're
used
grasping
to.
at straws here.
Once upon a time, they used to have the best cheerleaders, just like the Laker girls used to be the best cheerleaders in basketball. They used to be, but this is not the Paula Abdul Laker girls anymore.
Yeah. Oh wow. I completely forgot she was a Laker girl.
The Knicks got some hot chicks as cheerleaders too, but they're not the way they used
That's what I'm
to.
saying. It's like when they said we have the best cheerleaders, I was like, dude, all the cheerleaders are hot. That's like part of their job description is to be very pretty women. There's no way.
Rewind to the 70s.
Yeah, now the Cowboys cheerleaders had some of the best uniforms, outfits,
And they have Debbie Does Dallas.
well, that, but I don't think she was a cheerleader.
Well, yeah. Have you ever seen Debbie Does Dallas?
Well, I mean, I have, but I don't think she was an actual cheerleader.
Well, she's meant to be a cheerleader.
I was about to say she played a cheerleader, but China also played She-Hulk. So
Who played She-Hulk?
China.
Well, yeah, I've seen that. I unfortunately didn't see
that. There you go.
By the way, that's a little bit of a WTF that's coming down the line as far as that video is concerned.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You honestly, if you want to see something that's going to give people like chills on a WTF video, watch the one that's going to be released tomorrow night. I purposely didn't do it during the day because I don't want kids to watch it, but. Yeah, you're gonna want to watch that one.
Are you going to put these out every day, or are you going to put these out like?
I like the Japanese Spider-Man one. That was good.
Yes,
isn't that freaky?
I like that he had like an Uzi and a machine gun.
What the hell is that? And by the way,
sometimes Spidey needs some backup. Okay,
just because I'm putting them on the WTF list doesn't mean that I don't like them.
22, you guys are going down this year.
It makes me say, "What the f is this?"
What's up, Slim? What's up, Sean? How are you doing?
This
22. Them Tigers are coming for you this year, baby. We're about to be 5-0.
I'm gonna do
the Giants got Chicago. This is Sean's team is Chicago. So
there you go.
What's the Giants' record?
They're 2-1.
2-1. Mm-hmm. You think they got a chance?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're rebuilding still, but I think they're going to be competitive. They'll probably finish around 500. I would say.
I haven't watched any Jets game. They suck this year again, right?
They've been okay.
They've been all right.
They got Flacco. Flacco's their quarterback right now because they're what's his name's hurt. So
no, he's back.
He's starting this week.
Yeah, he's starting this week.
Oh, nice.
So
how did the Jets destroy that?
The Tigers, baby. They're coming for you, Bama boys.
Who was it that they destroyed? Donovan, right? Who was it? No, Who's it?
Sam Donaldson.
Donaldson.
Yeah.
They destroyed that guy. That was the cream of the crop from that draft. He was the best quarterback in there. They just disassembled that guy and lobotomized him.
He hasn't played well. He didn't play well in Carolina last year, and then he lost his job.
That's after the Jets were done with him.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Well, he got hurt in Carolina. That's why he lost his job to Mayfield. They were kind of leaning that way anyway, but he messed his knee up and he was done.
You know, they had who was it? Pennington.
Oh,
he was a decent quarterback, and they didn't really do much with him. They destroyed him, just tried to destroy him. He's lucky he got out when he got out. Favre, he was at the end of his career.
Right. Yeah.
What's his name? Was the last good quarterback that they had?
They had the guy from USC or UCLA.
Wait, what team are we talking about?
Jets. I don't know. They just.
It was Mark Sanchez. That's who it was.
You know what? He was. If there's a decent team around him, he could have been a capable quarterback. He wouldn't have been a good quarterback. And here's the thing that people don't get. You don't have to be a great quarterback. You have to be a great quarterback if you want to bring your team to the other level. But in order to keep a team playoff contending, all you have to be is a good team manager. That's all you have to be.
You have to be a good time manager, a good team manager. Somebody said at work the other day, they were like, Bridgewater is a quarterback where he only throws 5 to 10 yards. That's all you
Bridgewater was on the Jets too.
I was about to say Bridgewater's playing for the Dolphins this year. All you need is 10 yards. That's
he played pretty well after Tua went out there.
Yeah, and he's a solid quarterback. He's not going to throw bombs downfield because he cares about being accurate, and the further you throw, the less accurate you do get.
Takes the short time on the Jets. That's how he got his contract, Bridgewater.
Comic Cap was here earlier. He left, took a nap, and then now he's back. It's like, you're still live?
Yep. Well, I'm thinking I'm about done, and I want to save the sports talk for tomorrow. We got a whole
tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got to save that.
I got to save my voice too. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, there you go.
Jerry still there?
Are you on tomorrow, Brian?
Yeah, I'll jump on.
Yep. So me, you, Nick. I think Roscoe said he's gonna join as well.
What time are you doing it, Tylox?
8:00 Eastern Standard Time.
I probably will not be on back then, but then I'll be probably dropping off my kids around that time. So
that's fine.
If you're on, like, if you don't do a lightning quick stream the way you have been lately, I will come on. But
it should at least be a few hours. We're talking sport. You can talk
Sunday night should be,
The guy's on for basically 10 minutes. I get on. He's like, we're getting off now. It's too long. My StreamYard is going to kick me off. I don't want to waste my stream time on you. You're not worthy. You're not StreamYard worthy. What the hell?
Does StreamYard do that? The free account? Do they meter it?
You get 20 hours free a month.
Oh, okay.
That's all you get. That's why I keep my stuff.
You're not worth my StreamYard. Get off.
Like I said, if anybody wants to buy any of the merch that is on the description of my YouTube page, anybody wants to go to my merch shop and buy some merch and make it to the point where I can get unlimited StreamYard, I will be on as much as I possibly can.
All right, I'm going to take a look at your merch, okay? I'm going to take a look at your merch, and if there's anything that doesn't...
Telling you what, the Tylox the Mighty trucker hats are perfect for your mullets. I'm telling you, they're perfect for your mullets.
If there's something that doesn't make me cringe, I will buy it. Maybe I'll review it. I'll review it live.
I have everything. I have coffee mugs. I have coffee, like the metal coffee mugs. I have plastic, the big ones. I have the regular coffee mugs.
I got a bulk discount. Maybe I'll buy prizes for all of the CBC Awards.
I don't know how they do discounts. I need to message them and ask. Maybe I can do like a code or something.
We'll give all the winners, a trucker hat for the CBC Awards.
Maybe I do need to hit them up and see if I can do something with codes or something like that. Where this month you type in something.
But you're not using StreamYard, are you? I mean, what's it called?
Spreadshirt.
You're not doing Teespring, right?
No, I'm using Spreadshirt.
You're using Teespring, right, Brian?
Yeah, I have, my shirts are on Teespring.
Have you ever heard of the company that Tylox is using?
Well, what's it called?
Spreadshirt.
Red shirt? No. I mean, there's a ton
Never
of
heard of them either.
yeah, there's a ton of places out there though. I mean, there's a ton of different ones.
Do you get anything free from Teespring? Like, can you order stuff and it's free?
I can order, but it's at a discount. Like I can order one of pretty much everything, and it's like at cost, whatever it costs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had done a few T-shirts through Teespring for my real estate campaign back when. This really pissed people off. I made a eviction moratorium the T-shirts, and I wrote "Who's gonna pay" at the bottom, and people like went nuts over those. And I sold a whole bunch of those. But,
oh, really?
Yeah, because like people were pissed off. Landlords are really pissed off that there was a eviction moratorium. They weren't getting their rents.
Right.
They were losing their minds. So back then I was actually doing regular streams about landlord rights and that kind of stuff, and like people were going nuts about that stuff. So
rent's too damn high.
Well, guess what? If taxes were lower here in New York, we didn't have corporate taxes, we didn't have to pay state tax like in Florida, and Texas, maybe then everything would come down lower in price. However, the greedy freaking politicians over here in New York, they want to suck our freaking blood dry.
And do you see how much money they're bringing in with the gambling?
Yeah, but yet, have you seen a reduction in your percentage that you have to pay in tax?
And they get money from the whole legal marijuana thing. That's probably bringing them millions and millions.
They legalized sports gambling in February, just before the Super Bowl this year in New York. So DraftKings and FanDuel, I think it's like they're bringing in like $120 million a month or something like that in tax revenue.
And nothing's going to go down.
Yeah,
right.
Nothing's going down.
You don't see this as much where you live right now, but I've seen a lot more since I've been down in Queens and in the city. You go into every freaking convenience store around the corner, down the street, anywhere you go, and you got freaking just piles and piles of weed all over the counters, and little gummy bears and little juices and all kinds of like weed concoctions and all this stuff. Open here, go buy. Guess who's making money off of these? Who's making money off of these? Now the state's a freaking drug dealer. They're getting all this extra profit. You know what? You want to kill your citizens with your drugs? Go ahead. Lower my taxes if you're going to do it. Lower my taxes. And they're not doing it.
So from January to July, New York State made $347 million in tax revenue from sports gambling.
Yeah. Where's our reduction?
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
And the funny thing, you want to hear the funny thing is, we got elections in November. And I can guarantee you, one way or the other, whoever we vote for, they're going to fuck us evenly. That's how it's going to happen. That's the one thing. Sorry, I'd be language. Okay. That's what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what party it is. It doesn't. I say this. I'm not going to turn this into a political show, but you know what? I want to make a comic where I go hunting all the politicians, and I take them one by one and throw them into one big boiling pot of oil, and I freaking boil them all alive in oil, and then I melt them, and then I scatter them and make them fertilizer. That would be my comic. And then we start all over with new politicians. I'm so sick of it, man.
Don't get too greedy. You remember what happened to the last guys?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. It really is. Like, it infuriates me.
So, Journey, you going to go live tonight? You're doing your late night stream in a little while?
What time is it? It's 10:53.
11, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when are you ending this?
We're probably going to wrap up right now. I'm good. I've had enough.
I'm going to give myself maybe a 20-minute or so break, maybe half an hour. I'll start around 11:30-ish.
Okay.
Ish.
Right.
Maybe.
So go jump. Everybody who's watching, go jump over at Journey's channel tonight at 11:30 Eastern. He'll be on, but go vote.
I'll be voting.
Community Awards.
Vote for the mullet. Vote for the mullet.
I'll be voting live.
Are you gonna? All right, you're gonna vote. You're live. All right, nice.
I'm gonna be voting live, and everybody could cry. Oh, why did you pick him? He's my friend.
Look at the mullet. It's all its glory right there.
All its glory.
This is like you got like turn around. You put conditioner in that. It's like silky. It's like silky smooth.
No, I have this rare condition called really greasy hair. If I don't wash my hair every day, it's like I can change my oil in my car with it. So it's natural. So
you should wash your hair every day.
As long as I use shampoo every day, and it's just naturally soft and shiny like this. It just does that.
But look at that hair. Look at those locks. You should be in that Zohan movie. Look at that.
Here, wait. There you go.
There we go.
Wave it off. Look at that. Look at this sexy beast over here.
Yep, I try.
All right. So,
all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll, what we do, since we haven't had enough Journey tonight, why don't we leave you with Comic Journey from last year?
Oh, you hadn't had enough of me, huh?
No. They want more.
Well, I assure you, this might be your highest rated live stream outside of award announcement.
Yeah, this is true. This is what I'm going for. So we'll leave you with the Comic Journey from the past.
Oh my God.
Night, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Well. So, the day's here. What day is that? It's the CBC Awards. The Comic Book Community Awards. Well, you thought just because I didn't get nominated, and just because I didn't get any votes, and just because I'm not a participant of this thing, that you were gonna get rid of me. Well, no, you were not gonna get rid of me, because I'm invading the CBC Awards. I'm here regardless of whether you wanted me here or not. I'm here. Okay, I'm here, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I'm going to be watching with my eyes. I'm choking. I'm going to be watching with my eyes, just like the googly eyes in the sky. We're all going to be watching, and we're going to see who won, who lost, who's crying, who's laughing, who's blissful, who's in sorrow, all that stuff. We're going to be watching. It's going to be pure drama. It's going to be fantastic. It's must-see TV. No TV. It's Google. It's YouTube TV. It's must-see YouTube TV on Brian LCS's channel, and he's doing the CBC Awards, and I'm watching, and I'm not bitter. I don't care. I don't care that I didn't get nominated. I'm not bitter, because I know I'm better than everyone. I am better. I am the best. But I you know what? It's for the better that I didn't get nominated. It's for the better that I didn't get nominated. You know why? You know why it's better for that I didn't get nominated? Because it would not be fair to everybody else. So it's better. It's better that I did not get involved in this at all, because you know what? I'm happy. I am happy. I'm happy. You know why? Because I give everybody opportunity. Everybody else the opportunity to win all this stuff. Because, well, how fair would it be if Journey was involved? How fair? I'm not bitter. How fair would it be? So it's better for the community, and everybody could get their nice little awards, and you can say, oh, look at me. I got an award. I'm the best. You're the worst. I'm the best. Oh yeah. You're all gonna walk away with your awards, and you're gonna be able to taunt people for a whole year until next year when you lose and somebody else wins, or maybe you'll win again. I don't know. Either way, I am really looking forward to this. I am looking forward to this. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna win? I don't know, but it's gonna be entertaining, and that's all I ask for. All I'm asking for, people to entertain me, and this is gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be, look at me. I got a word. Look at me. What the hell? Look at me. I got an award. It's gonna be fantastic. And then some prick that lost is gonna be, I lost. I should have won. I'm better. No, maybe you are. I don't know, but you're not more popular because it's a popularity contest. You're gonna see. Either way, it's gonna be fun. And by the way, I'm telling you something else. I'm giving away something. You're gonna have to wait and see what it's gonna be. That something. What is it gonna be? I don't know. Actually, I know. You don't know, but you're gonna have to stay tuned and watch the whole damn show, and you're gonna win, maybe, depending on what Brian does to pick a winner. The only stipulation is it's gotta be a look at me. Something with look at me. But either way, somebody's gonna win something from me. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be freaking awesome. This show's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be freaking nuts. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Doesn't matter that I'm not nominated. Doesn't matter that I didn't get any votes. Not bitter. No, okay. Again, congratulations to all the nominees. Congratulations to all the nominees, and congratulations ahead of time to all the winners. See, I'm graceful. Not bitter. I'm graceful. Not bitter. I'm graceful. Get the show started already. Get it started already. Enough. All right, start with the show. Come on, Brian. I took over. Don't make me take over the show again. Start the show. Go. transition.